10 on my phone.
Stop!
On my phone.
For God's sake, stop!
And we're live.
10.
We're live. Kick it off, Mike.
I'm trying.
Nothing could be as bad as the first
like the last
episode when
5
we said like
minutes.
3 different times things that should have gotten us canceled.
All right. Well,
Cancel me!
anyways, welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday, or every other Wednesday, and it's
is
time for
Wednesday, my
episode
dude.
4, Mass Effect Aftermath. Last time we left off, the group still embroiled in they're kind of with their backs to the wall a little bit in a firefight had broken out at this Lusankia Mining Directorate camp that's partially constructed. The group has hijacked a construction mech, and they had a transformer fight with another mech, which is not destroyed but is currently kind of powered down. Its operator having been slain. The signs of battle are everywhere. There are about a dozen dead LMD troopers. The group themselves, a few of you have taken some pretty nasty hits. But the tide seems to be turning in your favor. And hopefully, if you can buy yourselves enough time, you'll be able to get to business searching for information, which is what you were originally contracted to do here, was to find out why the LMD are interested in this particular site. And though it's hard to say if the fight is close to being done, with the arrival of 3 more troopers. But for the moment, things seem to be going in your favor despite your wounds. And we pick up with Alpha and Omega going first. So I will zoom in here. So Alpha, will start with you.
I hope the viewers can appreciate the new map layout. It's looking
Yes,
good.
we've been working on it. We're working on it. Hopefully everything goes smoothly tonight. It's a bit of a trial run.
This is the upgraded rated R version, so you can see the blood and guts better.
Yep. This is the unedited director's cut.
And Dan shaved his beard.
Yes.
Sorry to distract.
It's actually not Dan. It's his evil clone from a parallel dimension. You can tell he's the evil one because his facial hair is the opposite.
This is going to be a hard shtick for him if he ever has to switch back to Dan real quick.
I did almost give myself a terrible mustache as a goof, but I didn't want to sleep on the couch for the next month. So.
In that case, or in any case, Alpha, you're up. So,
all right,
there you are. I'll zoom in a little bit more here. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting enough of the map for you to be able to make kind of an informed decision, but also so that the viewers at home can kind of get a good look at things. Alpha is right here. Tork is up over here. He's kind of in his blood rage. This is the guy here. He is the engineer who's been lifted.
Yeah.
The engineer who's been lifted, who was having a really difficult time of things last time.
Yeah.
What did we name him? Did we name him like Bob or Peter or
Pistol
something like
Pete.
that? Pistol Pete.
Oh my God. How do you guys remember
Pistol
this?
Pete.
He's the one we need to leave alive for questioning.
He'll tell us anything.
He's been having and then you've obviously, here's your big old mech here. He's been kind of smashed up a little bit, so he's got the big old sparking kind of hole that's been knocked into him from the drill on the downed mech. He's kind of got some smokes and spark flying off of him. And within your visual range at the moment, this guy down here is the only one who has their tech armor up still.
All right.
Okay.
And then we've got the
orange glow is.
And then actually from behind you as well, there are the 3 other guys who had just arrived. And they don't even have their tech armor or anything up yet.
All right. Well, if I still had some tech points left, I would thoroughly do something with it. However, since I do not, I'm going to go through and I'm going to run around to the other side of that A37 piece of cover right there.
Yep.
So I'm on the left side of it. And then since I can't really do much else, I'm going to go through and I'm going to shoot at the one with the tech armor with my M12.
Sure, he'll have a +2 to his armor class. Yeah, and let me know when you're ready to do Omega, and I'll move the camera.
Sure.
So just
we'll just do Alpha first.
Sorry.
Whoa! Nat 20.
Nice.
This is going to be a good session.
Very
Sorry,
auspicious.
Tork, you wanted to say something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you for the purposes of it was my turn last. I took my turn last time. Yes.
No, you would not have. We would have finished out a whole initiative round.
Yeah,
It
he
would have
did
been
make sure
at
that
the
we
end.
finished out the whole round before.
Because I'll never end combat in the middle of an initiative round.
Good
Yeah.
call. I'm
Ever.
sorry.
I thought I did go last.
Yes, you
last
did.
time.
You would
Yep.
have, because you're at the end of the
Yeah, because
initiative
on
order.
the far right side, we've got the ones that you're dealing with, and I sent Omega over there to help.
Yep.
I'm just
Yep.
trying to check whether or not I've taken damage since the beginning of my last turn.
I don't
I don't think so.
believe
No, because I think
so.
Pistol Pete took a shot at you, but he missed.
Yeah,
Of course.
and then
you did.
that's one where we decided that we needed to
Okay.
recruit him to our team because
Well,
we feel
let's-
bad for him.
Let's keep moving here with
That,
Alpha.
Okay.
that net.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, just trying to get some clarifying questions out of the way. It's all good.
All right, so it starts off with max damage, and then adding on roll damage, getting a crit.
So yeah, it was an N20
One.
that hit for sure.
5, 9. So that's 9 plus 12. So that'd be 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage. You open your mouth, spit out kind of your submachine gun projectile rounds. They fly over the top of the cover. First couple shatter the tech armor, and the rest just shred through the armor, and he just drops dead. Like Matrix, kind of just getting loaded full of bullets style.
Nice, dude.
Pile of bullets.
So his tech armor's gone,
Bang bang.
and he is dead. Let me just get a little token over there for him.
Death token.
Blah,
Yeah,
he's
Joker.
dead, and turned on his side. Blah.
And many biologicals are also squishy.
All right, yeah. So he's toast.
No, he's dead.
No, Brett.
Just don't call him late for dinner.
Anything else for you, Alpha, before we move over to Omega?
Nope, that'll be it for Alpha. That's all he can do.
All right, and Omega.
Or
is-
that's his last shot on that clip, so he's gonna use his bonus action to reload.
Sure.
And then Omega was rushing over, and he was going to tackle one of them, except for the fact that they're both dead.
Yep.
So he will go through and he will do a cryoblast at the 3 that are coming from the north.
Okay. What's the range on the cryoblast?
Let me take a look here.
What is that trail of blood leading up there?
That is McGowan, because he got real messed up fighting those Varen. He was super close to death.
Yeah.
Gave him a blood trail.
Yeah, dude, he was real messed up, man. He
It
had
was
like
bad.
single digit hit points.
He's about
All right,
to
and
experience this.
cryoblast is a 50-meter range, 2-meter sphere.
So one thing I wanted to mention, with the recent update, they made it so that you can change everything to the imperial measurements, which you should do, because that's what we're going to use, because we're Americans and meters are confusing. So
How do you change it?
there should be
All
like
right.
a little toggle on the right
Let's
side
see.
of the screen.
For all of
Meters.
you.
2 feet. Well, I'm using a PDF, so
On the left side of the screen.
164 feet.
Okay, so there'll be like
16. So these are 5-foot squares, 10-foot
yeah.
squares.
Well, I'm trying to. What I want to do is I want to get it to round it to the closest standard 5e thing, because it's all goofy now.
Sure.
So that would be
It didn't change it in my character sheet.
Basically rounded to 100, 165.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, you can hit for sure. Yeah. Maybe like 160 feet, I think. And I'm gonna think it over. But everything on this map is sized for other stuff, so I don't know. It's a little confusing.
Sure.
I'll sit and look at it, and I'll come to a consensus about it. Yeah, you can definitely hit.
All right, so I need to roll for for spell attack. All right, it's +6. That is 2 nat 20s in a row.
Jeez, do you have a card? Do you have a card from last
Do
time?
not.
I'll send you one. You can only have one at a time, so you only get one for your first. But
So this is gonna be my last roll for the night because I just want to go out at high.
yep.
Yeah.
Right. Quit forever.
Okay, camera. What is going on here? Goodness. What did you get for the attack roll? Natural 20?
Nat 20.
Okay.
It'd be 26 with mods.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely going to hit. Please take this picture. God dang, my phone is being very slow.
God dang.
Dude, just take the picture. I do not have time for this right now.
Bruh.
Which was your target?
Probably just the closest one.
Okay.
Or I mean, is there any two of them closer to each other?
They're all about the same distance away.
Okay, then yeah, it'd probably just be the closest one.
Okay, so this guy here.
Yep.
All right.
So Cryoblast doesn't do damage, but it's a 2-meter sphere. And then, which I'll figure out meters in a second here.
So there'll be 5. It's like the 5 feet.
Okay, and so they have a -4 to their move, and they have to do a strength check or be frozen to the end of their next turn.
Okay, and the strength check.
DC 14.
It's a natural 20.
Okay.
So he beats it, but is he frozen to the end of his turn still?
Wow.
Well, that's if he fails the check, he's frozen.
Oh, so he's all
So-
good then.
He's slowed. Movement -4.
Oh, sure.
First time
-4. That would be
So-
15 feet. Yeah, it's 12 feet or 4 meters or whatever.
13. Yeah, 13 feet.
Well, 15 feet. Because we're
Round it up. Yeah.
trying to round it
Keep
to
it at
the
fives.
nearest standard 5e number.
I'll
Okay,
update my sheets.
He's slowed. I'm trying to find a good token for that.
Oh, kitty.
And he's primed cold. So if any of you guys have any detonators, you could detonate that cold.
Let me get the primed cold on there.
Explosives, but no detonators.
All right. Anything else for you, Omega Alpha Robot Dog Man?
The cover to the northwest of Omega, like, is that like a full wall cover?
It would be half cover. You mean up? I made a little laser pointer for myself up here.
Awesome. Up to the left of that,
Here,
right there.
Yeah, that's full cover. Yes.
Okay, then he will run up behind the wall over there for cover.
Right. Easy enough.
Yep, and that'll be it.
All right. Next up is would be the engineer. So it is our lifted friend. Does he get to make any saves against lift, Tork?
Let me check.
Or is he just lifted as long as you're maintaining concentration on it?
I think it might be for only 1 round, or it might have like a time. Hold on. Ol' Schmifty. If the object is one. Oh yeah.
Good
If the
Lord,
object is
camera.
worn or carried by a creature, you must make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested by the creature's strength check. Wait a second.
That's if you're trying to like lift their gun away. That's if you're trying to like that's for objects, not for creatures.
Oh man, we gotta come
Oh,
up with some
yeah.
homebrew for this because it's
Yes.
concentration of
Yeah, no, we're gonna
10
talk about
minutes.
this, dude, because I've had some other revelations about lift in the meantime, and I think we're gonna have to modify it further to make it make more sense. So I guess
he's stuck until I cast
Nope, I'm
another
gonna
spell.
roll a save for him.
Fair enough.
Based on your spell save DC, but he failed. He rolled a 3, so it won't be enough to beat it, no matter what the number is.
Pistol P. Keep
Yeah,
on
but for
fucking-
next time, we have to talk about a couple of things for next time, because as I've been
Yeah.
committing more of the rules to memory, I'm realizing that some of the homebrew rules that we have kind of make things more complicated, actually, without intending to. But we'll talk about that before next time.
Don't nerf my lift spell.
Well, I'm not going to nerf it, but we're going to change it up a little bit. We'll talk about it. All right. So it would be so he failed his save. He's the only engineer. Tork, your turn, man. So you're blood raging. Let me get the camera. Move it over here. So this is sort of your immediate vicinity.
Here, let me check.
I'm gonna. So this is your immediate vicinity.
Oh,
You can
I need to
see
start using my voice mods. Whoops.
Yeah, you're here. Whoop, 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 whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
come on, man. My shields have replenished.
They have, yes.
I wish that charge was a cantrip. Oh, it is.
Yeah, for you it is as a battle master.
That's insanity. Okay, well, this other dude's getting charged. I give him a
Which
strong...
which guy? Which guy?
The only guy left down here, bottom left.
Oh, sure, I see. All right, I just wanted to know if it was one of the new arrivals. Okay.
So I guess I'll have to vault that cover first.
Yes. Yeah, I would say so.
Do I do that with these, or do you want me to roll something?
Nope, you'll be fine. Yeah, just hop up on it. That'll just be like 10 feet of movement or whatever to do so.
No, I want to go. Whatever. I guess I can charge him from here.
Where do you want to go?
That's pretty cool, actually. I'll jump up on the boxes, and from up there, I'll just channel my energy, start glowing like a biotic blue, and then I'm going to biotic charge.
Tork flies down there. He doesn't fly down there, but in the blink of an eye, he goes from jumping up on the box and roaring, and then he just sonic boom plows forward.
All right, dexterity saving throw.
All right,
Steve. 12.
Steve, apparently you are very quiet.
No. Better?
Beard will let me know.
Yeah, maybe say like 6 more things. Don't just say one word.
We're singing like an old Krogan shanty or something.
That's gonna fail. I'm rolling really bad tonight. It's a 2 plus 0, or it's like a 3.
Loud enough. Okay, so he takes 1d10 of damage and is knocked prone.
Yeah, it'd be a 4. So go ahead and roll your damage, your damage.
The Dimaggio.
You're still pretty soft, but better.
I'll just move this bad boy right over here. That's probably better, right? Probably better. Oh, max damage. 10 ski.
10 points of damage. Nice. Bingo is what we have for your sound. So apparently you're good now.
Huzzah.
10 points of damage, you say?
I do say.
He's prone or otherwise. You crash into him and he just ragdolls back into the wall. He's done.
The glory of war returns to me. No reaction? I thought that was a pretty epic Krogan thing to say.
I think it's awesome too. I was just trying to get a bloody spot moved for him because he's dead now. Because he got just slammed into a wall, and now he toast.
A nice squelch. God, that's awesome.
Yeah, you just like what you just did is that bit in Captain America: The Winter Soldier when he's on the boat at the beginning and he's just like throwing all those dudes around on the deck of the ship.
Yeah,
that's what you just did. And he like charges into that dude and he hits him like a truck and he just sends him back like 30 feet.
Yes,
that's what just happened here.
Do you ever get so angry that you hit one mother effer with another mother effer?
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the Ymir mech, the damaged Ymir mech. So that's under your command.
All right. So we will go through and have him, since Tork is going through and having plenty of fun down there. We will have the Ymir mech start moving towards the center, towards where the 3 that were coming from the north.
4, 6 meters, or so 6 meters would be with 15 feet. Yeah. So you get about there.
Yep, that works.
Dash or anything for him?
You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and use his dash action and take him over to Pistol Pete.
Okay, right there.
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, Pistol Pete.
Then it would be the 3 troops that have just arrived. So the one that got cold blasted, he can't see Omega. He's gonna, but he can 5, 10, 15. He's gonna run up here. This guy is going to get behind the wall there. So he's going to move up one more. So 20. And then he's going to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get there. And then the 2 guys on the right side, these 2 guys here, are going to shoot, one at Ray, one at McGowan. So Ray first. That's cocked. Let's see. That's going to be... That's a dirty 20. And McGowan, that's going to be a 19. So they're both going to hit, I presume.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Be a high rolling night.
Well, I mean, I've rolled really bad until just those 2, and then I had that like save on the nat 20, but everything else has been below 10. But it is early night still, so damage.
Can you move the map over a little bit?
On ramp. Yep. Sorry.
Thank you.
There we go.
That's gonna be 9 points of damage to you, Ray, and only 4 to you, McGowan.
Cool.
Now, just to reiterate, because this is the first time I think I've actually been hit or damaged. It takes from my shields.
Shields first.
Be nice.
First, yeah, shields first, except for melee attacks and like flame weapons, because the way the shields, they're kinetic barriers, so they stop things that contain or that are affected by a certain amount of kinetic energy, so like energy and motion, whereas like flame and like melee attacks don't meet that threshold, so they can pass through it just fine.
Okay, so it did not break my shields, but I am down to like 1 out of 10.
Okay.
Yes. Fine.
Yes, your shield's like you can kind of like in your heads-up display in your helmet, you've got kind of like a beep 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 beep, like a little ping there, like just notifying you your shields are real low. And what you can do is if you manage to avoid damage for a whole round of combat, your shields recharge the number that it tells you for your regen, which I think is just like 5 by default for everybody. So that's the end of their turn. It would be Officer, but he's down. So it's McGowan and Ray. You 2 are up next.
I believe you go first, Ray.
Nope, you're up first on my initiative order.
Oh.
I was gonna say I definitely probably give you a look after I just got hit with those shields. Like, oh shit.
And it's just like some kind of standard run-of-the-mill assault rifle, burst fire assault rifle rounds. Nothing too heavy.
So the hexagons in the map, those are
5 by 5. Yeah.
Is someone watching like a video or something? We can hear that.
Omega's right where I want to be. So. I am going to move up closer to them. I just want to move my full movement, trying to get toward behind those crates that that wall or whatever that they're behind.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Can I go angle slightly more up so that I'm ignoring their cover?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cool.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna shoot at them.
Go for it. Your gun, dude. You have your pistol though. If you remember last time, your gun is overheated, and you threw it on the ground because it jammed.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so your rifle is on the ground. So if you wanna do something different, you absolutely can.
Yes. I'm gonna pick up my rifle,
Okay, I'll count that as a free action. That's fine.
duck behind the crates,
5, 10, 15.
and that's fine. And then I'm gonna try to fix my gun.
Okay, yes, that'll be your action this turn to unjam it.
Okay.
Damn, dude.
And then that's now nat ones on the reloads. Or the nat, yeah, it was a.
No, I just shot my gun. And
it's a nat one on the shoot.
Jammed.
Mm-hmm.
Jammed it.
All right, Ray, your turn.
So, just because I can't super see with the map, is there anyone up behind these like?
Oh sure, yeah, I can.
Barriers and stuff?
Everybody up there is
no.
dead. Yeah. If you need to see stuff, just let me know and I'll move the camera around.
All right.
For sure.
No, all good.
There's
Who's around me right now?
Well, okay, so McGowan went down. So they have line of sight, like they can see that because they can see over the.
That's like half cover.
50%.
Yeah, that comes up to like their waist or so.
So they see him run that way. So I'm actually gonna take off the opposite way and kind of follow that blood trail up around the. Yeah, up over here.
5, 10, 15, 20 gets you there. If you want to move a little bit more, you can.
That should actually be fine for now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, move me 5 more feet.
Okay.
Forward. There we go.
So that's 25.
And then I am going to. Let me just check my range really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Guidance on McGowan.
Okay. Nice.
So basically, I tap into the VI of a willing creature. Once within the next 10 minutes, the target can roll a d6 and add the number rolled to one ability check, saving throw, or attack roll of their choice.
Nice.
You can roll the die before or after making the roll, and you can only have guidance on a single target. So, yeah. So basically, it's almost like inspiration, like bardic inspiration or something. But
It's like
you can add a d6.
luck.
That's guidance. Well, guidance is a dope cleric cantrip in.
Okay.
Standard 5e. It's a d4, I think, in standard 5e though.
Yeah. So here's a d6, and I just figured if you're trying to fix your guns and shit, and I'm just trying to get out of the way so I don't get fucking hurt.
Yeah, so we get
Plus, then they saw us split up, and maybe that'll make them split up. Who knows?
maybe.
All right, Ryan Alpha, I just sent you your card.
Thank you.
Okay, is that it? Back to the top of the initiative order, Alpha and Omega. So let's come back down here so you can see a little bit better.
All right, so both of the troopers that were by Tork are now dead.
Yes, everyone down there is toast. The fight on that side is over. It seems like there's no one else coming from that.
You
direction.
can tell by
Here, look, like you'd be able to see all of this. Doesn't look like there's anybody
coming that way.
coming from that direction.
All right, so I'm going to pop my head around the corner and take a pot shot at trooper number 17.
10. All right, yeah. So you have to pop out like 10 feet to do it, but yeah, that'll give you lines. That'll give you line of sight, and that will negate his cover for sure.
Sure. All right, I'll take a shot at him with my M12. And that's just a +2 dead.
You're not supposed to be able to see those numbers. I'm upset.
Well, it makes it easy for us because we can at least tell you which one that is.
But then it gives away how many of them there are. I have them. They're hidden. I have them hidden.
They could be 17 of like 150.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Rolled a 18 to hit.
That will. Yeah, that'll hit. And I think let me double check, but I think as a reaction they can use their tech armor.
Sure.
So give me just a second. I think it's a reaction. It might be a bonus action or something.
Mike, also, just so you know, I'm pretty sure you can make things invisible to...
I know. That's what I've been doing, and it's not working for some reason with those numbers. I have the numbers.
We lost someone.
Yeah. Yep.
Who'd we lose?
Uh-oh.
Splamanda. She's back.
Oh, boy. Okay, great.
There you
Great. Yeah, I've the numbers on my screen are hidden. They're not. You're not supposed to be able to see them. I've got them like turned off, but for some reason you could see them, so that's fun. So it's just not working, which is fun. It's a small thing though. It's a small thing though. As a reaction, they're going to activate their tech armor, so the damage will still happen. So how much damage was it?
10.
10. So the tech armor. Okay, so the tech armor pops up and is immediately negated, but they take no other damage. It provides 10 additional hit points. And what did you roll for the 18?
18 to hit.
Will still hit. Yes. Okay. Yep. So the tech armor pops up for him and it drops immediately, but otherwise he's unharmed.
Sure. And then I'll use the rest of my movement to go towards the other mirror, the one that's currently shut down because we killed the operator.
Sure. 5, 10, 15, 20 will get you there. And that's all you had. You had 20 feet of movement left.
Sure. Heading back that general direction, so that works for me. And then Omega will, on the other side, pop around the corner.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to make a note quick.
Sure.
All right. Omega's going to pop around the corner.
And he's going to... Oh, shoot. Never mind. I've been using Omega wrong. He only has one shot. He doesn't have all three. So, okay. Well, apparently nobody detonated that cold prime. So we can actually take the cold prime off because he's only able to have one spell, and I have to shift it around with a long rest. So
sure.
he was using cryoblast or incinerate before, so we'll leave him on incinerate.
Okay.
And we'll just say he missed last time.
Sure.
So he'll puke out and incinerate this time.
All right, sounds good.
18 plus 6, 24.
24. Yep. Reaction. He's going to pop up his tech armor.
Sure. And then that is 2d10. There's another 10. 7, 15. So he takes 15 points of damage, and he is on fire.
Second. 15 points of damage, and he's on fire. Okay, so that will take down his tech armor, and will take down his shields. So those are both gone. Otherwise, though, he is unharmed. And he said he's primed. Is he primed with that one? I can never.
That one is a detonator. It is not a primer.
That's a detonator. Okay, and now I'm trying to find the fun thing that I had. Here we go for tech armor. Let me just. That's the wrong one. Thank you, Argenforge. I'm not trying to click on that.
It's bright and shiny.
It looks very nice.
So he's got. Well, no, he popped his tech armor, and it dropped, so he doesn't actually have it anymore. So I got that. I have that ready for whenever somebody else has it. All right.
But he is on fire.
Yep. Do I have a thing for fire? I don't have an actual thing for fire, so I'm just gonna put a fire on him.
CGI
I think that's what you did last time.
I do. No. That's what I mean. I do have that actually. Fwash.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what you did last time.
It's happening.
I'm gonna put it on. It's gotta load the. It's gotta render the animations before it'll do it. Okay. And now I'm just gonna put it on his head. Because I think that's funny.
He is Ghost Rider.
Yes.
He's lame
it's
Ghost
Nick
Rider.
Cage.
He's lame Ghost Rider.
That's just Nick Cage.
And then Omega will go through and run back around the wall again.
All right. Boop. Okay, Engineer Boy's turn, so he's going to try and make a save again. What's your spell save DC again, Tork? That they have to beat for your spells?
12.
I think he's going to beat that.
Wait, spell DC 13. Sorry.
13. Yeah, he's gonna beat it.
Piss. If he's telling me that the overlay's messed up, I know.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I'm trying to fix it.
okay. You make a really hot LRM.
Thank you. We're good again. Fixed it.
That's
Nailed
good.
it.
Okay. I need to refocus.
Yes.
Oh, engineer, he broke out of the lift. So he's no longer lifted. He falls back down to the ground. But he is prone.
His poop squishes in his pants.
He didn't poop. The poop guy's dead.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh? This guy didn't come out. This guy came out after poop guy pooped his pants.
That is true.
He just smells it.
Oh, okay. I thought Pistol Pete was the one that pooped his pants.
No, Pistol Pete came out after that.
No, Pistol Pete's the one that's just like gung ho for his boss.
And sucks at his job.
I'm sorry, boss.
So he falls down and is prone, and then he's gonna use 15 feet of movement to stand back up. And seeing the mech there, and knowing what's going on, he is going to use his bonus action to disengage and run away. 5, 10, 15. Oh, sorry, his action to disengage. 20, 25, 30, 35.
It was going to be so beautiful,
45,
too. If he lasted
50,
just
55, 60.
one more round, I was just going to grab onto
you
him.
guys just see him just like take off running like all the way down that way. He's right here.
Yeah, he for sure saw the mech come up with like an arm like reaching towards him, and he was like,
That's what I was going to do, too. I was just going to take the grappling hand and just put it around him. And then just disconnect so the Ymir would be sitting there holding it. It's like, another one.
Forgive me.
So we just hold him in place as we finish everybody else off.
He takes off running. That's the end of his turn. Next up is the Ymir.
Well, at this point in time, I'm obviously not going to catch him with it. So let's go ahead and have the Ymir start going towards the closest trooper behind the wall.
2, 4, 6. We'll get him there.
That's it.
Okay. McGowan and Ray, you're up.
I would like to move to the other side of the cover that I'm behind.
Okay. You mean like
Just
like up here?
Left.
yeah, just horizontally. I don't want to move around.
10,
Nope.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I have more movement to that.
Yep. How far do you want to go? You say
all
okay.
of it. Yeah.
That's as far as you can go.
Yep. And then I want to use my gun has a range of 50 feet, and if I've counted correctly, actually it has a range of 150, so that should be
Yeah, no,
fine.
you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
I want to do burst fire. So there's a 10-foot cube. Everyone within that 10-foot cube has to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. I'm targeting the 2 dudes behind the cover there.
Yep. They both failed. They both got 9.
Okay, so now I do normal damage.
So McGowan, you step over behind the cover and just take your gun and just spray and pray. Just comb the area.
Suppressing fire!
9 plus 13. 16. They both take 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
Damn.
Let's see here.
Midge.
So old Trooper 16 here, he goes down. His shields and tech armor having been dealt with pretty soundly last round. He's toast.
Oh, you mean Ghost Rider?
Yep, Ghost Rider. Yep, that's the one. He is no mas. He's very dead. Let me just mark him up here real quick. And then number 17, he is going to use his. Did he use his tech armor as well? No, he hasn't yet. Okay, so he's going to use his tech armor. How much damage did you just do?
16.
16. Okay, so he's going to pop his tech armor, and that'll drop right away, and it'll bleed through and do just a little bit more damage. You can see a couple of your bullets, a couple of your rounds kind of pierce his armor. He's still up. He can still fight, but he definitely took a hit, and his defenses are down.
Okay.
Ray, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
My shields go back up.
So check my range. Oh yeah, we're absolutely fine. Okay, so I want Ray to move south enough that she can shoot towards number 17.
I think right there is perfectly acceptable.
Excellent. So I am going to roll to hit number 17. I cocked it. There we go. Cocked it. Plus my. Oh, okay. So 15 to hit.
15, yes.
Excellent. And then you need to make a con saving throw.
That's a 12.
That fails. So it takes 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And because it failed, if it's still alive, it will be bleeding profusely next round as well.
He's not dead, but he is incapacitated. Your round went through him and out the other side, and he just kind of like does like a whole 180-degree spin as he falls to the ground. You can still see him breathing a little bit, and you can hear him like groaning in pain, but he doesn't look like he's going to be getting up anytime soon.
That's what Ray says. She's like, he doesn't look like he's going to be getting up anytime soon. Really loudly to McGowan.
I can see that.
We all have comms through the Omni tool, so Tork just laughs back at you.
Nice
Oh, true.
kill.
Well, plus I can talk to any of you, just I think telepathically.
What?
Yeah. As an Asari, if you're willing, I can talk to any of you telepathically.
Oh, damn. That's a hell of a trait. Mike,
Well, she's an excellent escort. She can literally just read your thoughts.
She's an escort? Thoughts?
Moving on.
We'll talk about that later. Okay.
Yeah.
Top of the initiative order, Alpha and Omega.
Did you just say that you're an escort?
And you know what? Actually, at this point, you know what's going to happen here. There's one guy left standing. He's standing on the corner there. He takes stock of the situation,
Yeah.
throws his gun on the ground, and puts his hands up. He's like,
What's
"Please
his
don't kill
name?
me. Just let me
Craig.
go. I'll just walk back to town. I'll take off the armor. You'll never see me again. Whatever. Just don't kill me. Just don't kill me, please."
The laser, 'cause so I just shot his friend, and my sniper little laser is on him, just
It's
to
just,
be
like,
intimidating.
on his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and make an intimidation check. Yeah, I would say at this point where if we can say that we're out of initiative.
Okay, that's fun. That's fun. I like that.
So Tork, let me
What happened to the guy that ran
16.
away to the south?
I did not see him run away. So
I showed you guys. He ran off down this direction, and by now he's out of sight somewhere. But he ran off.
Yeah. So.
But Tork was asking about the guy who ran away to the south.
Oh.
He ran off this way, way down out of sight. You can't see him anymore.
See you later, Pete.
Okay, so I just shot my harpoon gun. It like went through this dude's shoulder. He does a little spindy do, hits the ground, still alive, gasping. I start walking up with my laser like on this dude, like on his chest, and until I rolled a 16. So basically, while I was saying like he's not gonna be getting up anytime soon, I'm just saying that to this dude, like walking up to him with a laser on it.
Yeah, I mean by this point, because of the round, the weapon, the round in your weapon, he's dead. You know, like he was at like one.
When I arrive, he takes his gasping.
Yeah, exactly. He was at one hit point when he went down. So
fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's super dead.
He just dies as I walk up. That's so epic. Okay. Anybody else gonna like surround this dude with me? Like,
no, yeah, I'm walking up with my super hard style with my hammer, like slung on my shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, so Tork, sorry, I'm just moving kind of some odds and ends around here on the map just to kind of get them out of the way because we don't need them here anymore. And they're just going to start cluttering things up. So
I got
Tork,
a question for this guy whenever
you walk over here. Yeah, so Ray kind of standing atop this dude's body. McGowan, how are you? Where are you fitting into all of this?
I just want to stand in the center so I can see as many have line of sight as many ways as possible.
Okay. Yeah. How's the, I'm going to put you here so you're a little easier to see, but
yeah, that's good. That's good.
And then before we get into the interrogation, because I know that's what you guys are chomping at the bit here to do, Omega or Alpha and Omega, is there something that you have plans to do, or do you want to rejoin the group?
You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Alpha will go through and park the Ymir that's pretty beaten up, and then hack the other one and bring it over and park it right next to it, so we have both of them together.
All right. Well, we'll
gathering up.
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay. Well, actually, just to get it out of the way, with you find that like without. Your Omni tool does not possess the capacity to be able to control more than one of these things.
Oh no, I'll take the one that's beat up and just park it over near everybody.
Oh,
and
sure.
Then bring the second one over, so we have both of them over there.
Okay, so, well, you'll have to relinquish control of one to turn the other to take control of the other one.
Take the ones broken down, bring it over there, and then just let it park.
Okay.
And then
so you're gonna
switch to the other one.
Disconnect your Omni tool from it, and then try the other one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just so we have them together.
All right, so we'll do that in a second here. So, go ahead and roll a hacking check for that, and then we'll have it ready to go. So, Tork, Rhea, you guys have this one dude back to the wall. His gun's on the ground. He's still got his helmet on. You can't see his face, but he is very he has submitted. There's no fight left in this individual.
I saunter up really casual, but then I plant my feet and look all serious, and I go, "Tell me how many other people are here."
Go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage, because Ray has her laser sights, like little scope thing, kind of like pointed right at his chest.
I have moved just slightly north so that he doesn't have like an immediate escape route to trying to, I want to give the surround effect.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
At advantage, my best roll was a 12.
12? Well, I mean,
wow.
He's terrified, so that'll do it.
Maybe Tork has been having a little bit too
Well,
fun.
Isn't it just how terrified he is of each of us technically at this point? Because I got a 16, you got a 12.
Well, it's the whole thing. I mean, it's the result of the intimidation on top of him just rounding a corner, seeing everybody else who was already dead, and then the two guys he showed up with both getting picked off, one right after another. He's the last guy, so he sees the carnage around, and he knows he's outnumbered, and he's a grunt soldier. This guy doesn't look like he's special forces. He doesn't, based on this fight, you can tell he doesn't have the greatest equipment. It's serviceable, but it's definitely better than like civilian equipment. But as far as like professional militaries go, it's cheap. It kind of has that like mass produced kind of feel to it.
Well,
So yeah, I don't know the exact numbers. I don't have access to that information, but I know there's I think maybe another dozen, a little more than that, back in the glacier in the dig. There was there's usually like a couple of engineers in the garage. Uh, um, Look, can I just I'm just a grunt, man. I don't really know anything. Can I get out of here? Can I just go?
not until you answered every question I can think of.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite food?
What?
Don't fuck with me, kid.
The hot dogs.
Wrong answer.
Hot dogs? I had
Hot? You guys have hot dogs here.
I mean, I'm not from here. I'm from off-world.
I've had
You're
a
from
hot dog
off-world.
once or
Yes, yeah. None of us are from here. We're all LMD. We're not. We don't. None of us come from here. We're all from further in.
So you thought it'd be a good
Were you
idea.
recruited here?
No, I was recruited in the interior of Lusankia territory.
What is the purpose for you?
Here.
What is the purpose of you being here?
Somebody found something interesting in the glacier, I guess. Look, I'm not an engineer. I'm not a digger. Nobody tells me anything. I just do what I'm told.
I've heard that a lot before from very smart men. You might be a very smart man that's trying to hide that, and we can do this the easy way or the hard way. You can tell us as much information as you know, or we can absolutely fuck up your life.
I mean, I'm trying. Okay, look, I'm trying. I'm a grunt. All right, I'm just a soldier. I'm not even an officer or anything. You killed my officer, and he like nods with his head over towards the Turian in the black armor with the yellow like shoulder cape, who's lying in a pool of his own kind of dark blue purple blood from your harpoon round, Ray. That was my.
And I know that some of the best knowledge among these ranks come from the gossip of the crew.
You can, if you want to know more, there's probably like a computer, like a terminal in the officer's room. Oh man, I'm so fucked.
This is some more information that we could exactly.
I mean, it's this building here, and he like points at the building that you got him standing like right next to. He's like, just if you can get in there, you know, there's probably something out there.
You can help us get in there.
I don't have.
Is what you meant to say.
Look. That's the officer's.
You don't
quarters.
have a key either.
I don't. That's the officer's quarters. He'll go check his body, I guess. He might have like something on his Omni tool.
McGowan will go.
Somebody go check his body. I'd keep my gun trained on him.
I'll go check his body.
Okay. So yeah, McGowan, you wander off. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Wasn't there something that we were supposed to find? Isn't this one of the things
Well, we were looking for a key, right? Like yeah.
So, I would like to use my card.
Okay.
Which is fortuitous circumstance.
Oh, sure.
I just find what I'm looking for.
Yep.
Which is the key, and I was also hoping to find a cool shotgun or heavy weapon.
Okay,
nice,
sure. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Let me see here. So,
well said.
Thanks.
I'll add that. I'll take note of that. I'll add that to
Yeah. So you find you get down, and it's pretty easy to hack into his Omni tool, or at least you don't have an issue with it. And you take, it's not a physical key, but it's like an Omni tool code.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're able to copy that in, and it is a LMD field officer's key. So make a note of that in your inventory. And you were looking for a weapon, you said, like a shotgun or something?
A shotgun or heavy weapon. Or
okay, let me see what he's got here. He has the only weapon he has on, well, he has two weapons actually. He has a shock baton, and he has an M27 scimitar, which is a shotgun.
I will take that.
Yep.
So
and the shock baton.
Okay.
Okay, so
while
while
he's
doing that,
searching, right before I reach out to McGowan, sorry. I want to look at this dude, and I'm assuming because he's frightened, he's like slightly captivated by me because he's frightened.
yeah, I mean, he's like staring between all of you, like really nervously, like he clearly does not trust you, so he's kind of trying to watch all of you, so in case somebody tries to kill him, he can like try and duck or something. But
Yeah.
he's kind of flicking around nervously between all of you. You
I
can't,
just wanna
can't see his face; it's behind a helmet. But like his head is
Oh, okay.
moving
I was gonna say I
back
wanted
and
to make
forth.
eye contact and then telepathically be like, if you even think of escaping, I will know. Like just because it's like ringing in his head.
No,
like how terrifying would that be?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's not in a position to offer up any resistance. Really, he doesn't know that you have that ability. So he looks around, he kind of makes eye contact with you like through your helmet visors, and he just goes,
Tork sees this and,
And
says,
then-
she said something in your head, didn't she?
yeah.
And then can I reach out to McGowan and just ask if he found it?
Yeah.
Like, did you
What's
find the
the-
key card?
What's the range on your telepathy? Is there a range to it at all?
Literally, the Asari thing just says if it's like a willing target.
Okay, so you'd have to be able to see it, but
Right.
but
Line
so
of
like,
sight.
so I don't think you can see McGowan from here, but yeah. So yeah, I guess you just have to be able to see them. Would be the only requirement.
It says you can transfer and receive thoughts to another creature. You must concentrate, and if the creature is not willing, the thoughts become jumbled and
Okay,
disjointed.
sure. Okay, so it doesn't have. Okay, I see.
Literally, it's mind meld. It's part
Alright,
of her
alright,
race
alright.
thing.
Okay, yeah, that works for me. Yeah, so McGowan.
So I'm down to like homebrew it a little and say that I can only do that with the party. Like if I can't see them or something, like I don't want it to be LP.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
we
a
have
willing
Omni
creature.
tools anyway.
Yeah, it's a willing
But-
creature. So like,
Yeah,
if
but
it was
still.
somebody, if it was somebody who didn't know you were trying to do it, like they would be resisting to it, and I think maybe then we'd do like a roll off.
Yeah,
to
well, and
see
that's why I
if, like,
asked,
you-
like,
yeah,
if he was
yeah.
frightened, I felt he would be more vulnerable
Yes,
to like
yeah,
something
he-
like that. But
He definitely is. He definitely
no,
is.
I don't think I can just like read people's thoughts out of nowhere.
Yeah.
but
But I think there's ways to keep it in check.
yeah.
So I'm not
Which
too
I'm
worried
down
about it. Okay, so.
But yeah, I just wanted to ask if he had found it so that I could relay that information maybe to Tork or.
Sure.
Are you doing that telepathically or with the Omni tool?
Telepathically.
Yes.
So McGowan, very surprised to all of a sudden hear voices in his head. He's picking up the shock baton and just fucking drops it and like points his gun and goes, "What the fuck?"
But you recognize that it's my voice. We've been interacting for a while.
That would still.
It's still
fuck me
probably.
up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess we haven't talked about this.
No, we haven't.
You just realized you're talking out loud. No, we haven't.
I think he might
yes.
be marked as he could be considered an unwilling participant at this point.
Fine, I'll Omni tool it.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Peasants.
He's just confused. Yes, I found it.
Excellent. Talk.
So it was the key. Just as a refresher, what you were trying to do is you're trying to find. Well, the key was the bonus. What you were trying to find specific information about what they're doing, like if there's any logistical information, basically.
Which this guy here just basically told us if there's computer access in basically the building next to us that we needed the key to get into.
Yeah, so although this is an extra, I think it's going to be highly beneficial. And we're bringing this guy along. Can he have a name? Is it Craig?
My name is.
Tell her your name is Craig.
Jeremy.
Omega,
Jeremy,
designation
excellent.
Jeremy. Attack mode, Guardian, Jeremy, 5 feet.
At that point in time, Omega comes over, gets within 5 feet of the guy, opens up his mouth, and then he just lets out a small whine as he has an incinerate
Just like a
constant
little-
at the ready, and just stays within 5 feet of the guy, consistently looking at the guy.
So just for the clarification, I
And I
made
say, good
Omega,
boy, Alpha.
I made Omega green. I made
Sure.
Omega green so that he's easier
Or
to tell
Omega.
you two apart.
Okay.
So we were both like white and blue, and it was a little. Even though you were facing different ways, it was a little.
Wait,
tricky.
which one is the dog one?
Green. Green is green.
Oh,
is-
good. Then I said it right.
Green is my
I
drone.
didn't want it to grade
I mean,
yours.
I'm both the dog ones, but the
They're
green is
both
the drone.
dogs, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until we get that
So-
fancy artwork that you've got coming.
Yep.
And
I just shot out a message this morning asking up for that. So,
Which
Nice.
so at this point in time, Omega will stay within 5 feet of the guy with an incinerate ready,
Mhm.
and just wait further instruction, but stay
What-
within 5 feet of the
What
guy.
did you get on that hacking check?
Oh, 19.
19. Okay, yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah. It wasn't anything more than just parking them over here and then disconnecting.
Sure. Okay, so they're both just kind of chilling now.
Yep. That way, if we do need them, they're nearby.
Sure. Let me make this one green. We'll change the color on it so we know it's a little friendly.
Sick.
I like that. I like that I can do this.
I like that
Red
effect.
light show.
McGowan, did you obtain access to the building?
Yes, I did.
Let's check
Let
it
us enter
out.
and gather information needed for our mission.
Steve, if you want to change the overlay, we probably don't need the map for everybody right now.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's not.
Aw.
There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot to do, and it makes it a little more complicated for me to have to like manage moving everybody around and stuff.
Oh my god, I didn't
Fair
know
enough.
that. Sorry, I have to fix the other map quick.
Oh my god.
It's okay. So you guys walk over to the door, and with the key, it's easy enough to open. It just slides open. You know, kind of hissing sideways. Like a side door. It's pretty plain in here. It's very like military, but it looks comfortable by that same definition. There's a full like an actual bed. It's a very clearly like a low like kind of a cheaper mattress, like almost like a low budget hotel sort of quality to it. But it's more than like a cot, which would be something that would be more common for like soldiers in a camp like this. There's a small kitchen amenities over in one corner. There's a table with a few chairs kind of in the center of the room. And the space is maybe like, let's see here. It's like 40 feet wide, like 40 by 35 on the inside. And then almost directly ahead of you in the corner is a hollow terminal, like an extranet terminal. And at that terminal on the desk, there's like a few kind of odds and ends. There's like a data pad and what looks like it's a picture, like a hollow picture of something. You can't tell what the pictures of. It's facing away, but there's like a little picture frame there. And
I want to look at the picture frame.
yeah. Okay, so go ahead and you go over to the desk and look at the picture frame. It is a Turian family, a male and a female. The difference, really the only physical difference between male and female Turians is that the females don't have the kind of the backwards head crests that the males do. Other than that, there's almost no difference in anatomy. And there's two young Turian children in the picture. It's sort of like it's like a professional photo kind of look.
It's like a nice family Christmas photo.
And there's a keyboard that goes to the terminal, a cup of coffee, or like kind of a coffee like drink. It looks like a pack of cigarettes.
The mug say #1 boss.
No, it just has like the LMD logo on it, actually.
I'll go up to the computer and start accessing it. See if I can get into it.
Go ahead and make a
Electronics?
Hacking?
let's see.
Charisma?
Yeah, go
Hey,
ahead
baby.
and go ahead and make an electronics check.
What's a broadband like you doing around here?
For a gap, that might be a charisma check.
12, 16.
16.
That was awesome.
So you get over there, kind of put your front paws up on the terminal and start to like kind of hack away, get your Omni tool going.
Enhance.
Hackety, hackety, hackety. Yeah.
Well, say like, well, if it's a bipedal based interface, I would probably have to change over at that point.
That's right. Which is the first time that you guys have seen him do this. His body, almost transformer like, sort of pieces slide around and shift in position, and he kind of stands up and becomes a more typical bipedal Geth.
Oh.
So basically, I've got my forelegs in my head. My head splits apart at the jaw, spins around, comes straight out. I go through and I stand up on my hind legs. My front legs cross my chest into chest armor, and the head neck as it separates comes down into hands and arms, and I've got a Geth head right here. And then I use my teeth to start typing away at the keyboard.
I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life.
Elaria, like, is definitely impressed, but is trying to do that thing where she's like, what?
Whatever. Okay, so you make, as you're kind of hacking there, you spend like a minute on it. It's a really tough system to get into. And as you're hacking away, it's not until it's too late that you realize that you've tripped a security measure. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw as you realize you're about to get hit with an overload.
16, 18.
18. You have disadvantage on this saving throw with a red card.
Well then, get back. That is a 4.
4. That's a fail.
Oh!
So you are going to
My hot streak is done.
Get good.
So as you're sitting there hacking,
Get fucked.
You are going to take 16 points of lightning damage. This massive charge shoots through your body, and you kind of have to step back. There's a little bit of smoke rising from you. You've been cooked.
Well,
Been cooked a bit.
that's what you get for being a kind of a weird robot dog thing.
I will look down at the smoking paint coming off my chest. I'll brush it off a little bit, then sit back down and try again.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make another check.
Oh my god.
I could use some bardic inspiration if anybody has any.
I gave mine to somebody else.
Oh, never mind. 1923.
That'll do it. Yep, that'll get you through.
Nice.
So after kind of like stepping back up and kind of seeing where you messed up the first time, you go back through, easy enough to hack through the second time. And you, so as you're kind of combing through the files and stuff, go ahead and make an investigation check. Because there's a lot of information here. There's a lot more. You immediately recognize that there's a lot more information on this computer than you're going to be able to go
16.
through right now.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yep.
Okay, so you find a number of things. You find a note, a whole folder actually labeled Omara Dig.
Nice.
There's a note on the desktop that says, it's just a little note. There's nothing attached to it. It just says, order signal boosters to compensate for comms interference from inside the ruins.
Weird. By the way, Amanda,
Yeah,
I like to think that...
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was going to say, I like to think that her singing in the background is just Ella Reyes singing in her head, and we can all like, hear that.
It sounds like elevator music just kind of coming from everywhere.
Everyone's like, oh, Ray, shut up.
I'm trying to
Also, Ray would be so embarrassed. Like, Ray would be devastatingly embarrassed.
You
I
heard
can hear that.
So as I'm sitting there at the computer, I'm turning around and I say, "What music are you speaking of?" Because I'm assuming that you can't speak to my mind being a biotic or being a mechanic.
And
Yeah,
Tork says,
I would say, yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, technically, Ray's still outside with her gun pointed on this dude, just like, toss a coin to your winter. And I fucking had for some reason. I don't know.
She watches old human TV shows. It's fine.
That's her thing. She loves old.
She likes
references.
old movies. Old
movies.
Kind of with your Geth intelligence, I say it's the only reason you're able to comb through this information as a Geth. If it was one of the other party members, you would have to spend more time doing this. But you can process information so quickly as a computer. The Omara Dig folder.
Matthew Great Gobbler.
The Omara Dig folder has a message in it, and the officer's terminal message is what it's saved as. I will share that with you in just a moment. You can tell it'll take you about 5 minutes to copy everything on this computer with your super Geth brain. But you get a count of, like, in addition to what was all out here, all the troops you fought out here. So it would have been a total of, I think it's like 12 infantry, 2 engineers. You'd get a count of a 3rd engineer that you haven't seen, or sorry, 4 engineers, so a 4th engineer that you haven't seen, and the officer is kind of what's stationed out here. And then on the inside of the cave, or kind of inside the dig, because if you remember when you guys first got here, you saw like a cave mouth, kind of like that had been like a crack in the glacier. There are probably like another 20 or so people inside. The count would be an exact, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Another 10, 11 troopers. Another Ymir mech. Another 2 engineers. Sorry, another engineer, another field officer, and a commander. So there's like the person who's leading the entire operation appears to be stationed inside the glacier itself. What they find on the glacier, so get this document shared with you so you can have the joy of reading this.
Nice.
Excellent.
I went to the wrong folder. One moment. Also,
I will not wait.
So I don't know why I'm doing this because
my patience is wearing thin.
Okay. I need to. I'm going to share this with.
Unacceptable.
Oh God, no.
10 years dungeon.
Alpha, will you send me an email address that I can in Discord that I can share with you?
That was bad.
And then I can share with everybody else after the session so that everybody can have it for their own notes and stuff.
Cool.
Boop 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 boop. All right, cool. Got that. We're gonna share this. Why it won't let me paste? That's annoying. Thanks, Google, for being fucking convenient.
Why aren't you a curious kindergartner that wants to eat paste?
Dang it.
You're just trying to beat her out on her own joke and then got mad that you didn't make it.
Dang it! She knew that as her own joke.
Right. You should have access to a new document in Google Docs called Field Officer's Terminal.
Spicy.
There we go.
And you also find information about the unfinished prefabricated structures. They're trying to build at least one more barracks, another vehicle garage, a supply shed, and then a docking pad so that they can have shuttles land directly at this site instead of having to land at Port Fullstone.
Okay. So, all right.
I have gathered from this computer that there is approximately 26 more, or there is approximately 20 more people within the cave researching the item within the cave. There's at least 4 engineers and several more troopers outside of the cave. Within the cave, it seems that they have discovered a device of Prothean origin, and they are attempting to excavate and research it.
Sounds like a situation we might want to get a handle on.
Yeah.
Does it seem to say if it's already dug out and excavated, or if it's just in the eyes?
Checking.
I like to think that
at this point in time, they are unable to excavate as they attempt to investigate said item. There's an energy field that is keeping them apart. At this, they are going through and they are excavating as much as they can, but they are requesting a Prothean expert to come in and examine said item.
Interesting.
Can we have a quick cutaway? Because I'm assuming that I'm listening to this through the Omni tool or something.
Yeah, I'd be saying it over comms.
Yeah, because I'm still outside. But can I, like, ask the gent, Jeremy, where is, why can't I find my accent? Where is the entrance to this excavation or cavern? Is it here?
From where you guys are standing, actually outside, he points straight to his left, so to your right.
North?
And yep, and you look down and you see, like, it's more vertical than it is horizontal, but there's like a crack in the glacier, and you actually see there's a light, one of the light fixtures that has its own like mini generator powering it, like nearby, so it's very well illuminated.
Okay. It looks like it looks like the entrance to the excavation is just outside.
So they're just right up there? Shouldn't they probably know that we were coming.
McGowan actually would have seen one guy run into the cave.
Interesting.
Affirmative. I think they probably know we are coming.
Well, that never stopped me before. You guys want to run up on them?
At this point, we have 2 options. We have to gather said information and key required for our mission so we can return and collect the bounty, or we can go through and research the item attempted to be excavated. A Prothean artifact would be very profitable.
Didn't they say that part of our mission was clearing the whole base? Wouldn't that count as the base?
Yeah, also, if we leave that many of them here, we haven't really disrupted their activities. We've just sort of delayed it. There's plenty more where these guys came from.
And like he said, these are grunts. These are replaceable. You know, these.
Yeah, we haven't really accomplished much yet.
The mission was a fact-finding mission, and they stated that anything additional would be appreciated. If we wish to continue, we may continue. It is not required at this point.
Fair enough, but don't you
could we at least scout it out? I just don't like to leave something unfinished if I know that I could finish it.
I wholeheartedly agree, Rhea.
I will continue to research and let me see if I can find a map.
I'm gonna look through the computer to see if I can find a map or layout of the tunneling that we've done.
No, you would not be able to find that in the information. It's not been
nothing uploaded.
This is all pretty recent, like in the last couple of months. So there's not been like one thing too. I forgot to mention that you would find within the document is that they do have a number of laborers in the dig site as well.
Oh, I'm assuming they'd be local.
Civilian laborers. There's no way to tell from the information. Yeah, there's no way to tell that. At least that information is not included.
At this point, there is not a map located within the computer. we can continue down to the excavation site, where we will find anywhere from 15 to 20 or so units, and many additional laborers that will be along the way. Currently, they are unable to remove the Prothean device, so we can disrupt them while they are down there, but we most likely will not be able to remove the device ourselves as well.
Well, at least that would give a chance for the people who are interested in us succeeding this mission the chance to move in and claim this site for their own. I'm saying it would help out the people who hired us. And we get to kill people.
Huzzah.
To quote an old Krogan proverb, if you stack the bodies high enough, they will not be able to climb over.
Well said!
I'll log off at that point if I think I've gotten everything I can get.
Yeah, I mean, it takes about 5 minutes to like just copy the whole computer. So,
Okay.
you've got everything that you found that was useful, plus a lot of extra information.
Now, what exactly are the enemy types that we're up against here?
Jeremy, what kind of enemies are we about to face up in that crevice?
There's going to be a lot more of guys like me, like just regular infantry. That's mostly what it's going to be. I think there's some guys with Varen in there. They used to kind of like intimidate the workers, keep the workers in line, you know. Oh boy, what else? There's a few supply rooms that you guys might find that might have some stuff in it. You know, if you're going to just kill everybody or whatever, but just let me go.
We didn't say we were going to kill everyone, but we'll see where you stand.
Commander Elena, she's in there. She's a biotic.
Commander Elena.
She's an Asari, like you. And then there's another Ymir mech, another one of the industrial mechs. A couple of I think there's a scientist. It's like a geologist or something. I don't know exactly what she does.
I need more about this Commander Elena.
Oh, she's an LMD commander. She's kind of in charge of the whole dig site. Reports to Assistant Director Toombs back in Port Fullstone.
We may have our work cut out for us.
And who else is in there? Oh, there's another one of the officers. I don't know. I haven't worked with him before this mission, so I don't know his name.
As
but
they say in my old movies, Jesus Christ.
Old movies? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'll show you later, Tork.
But yeah, there's probably, I don't know, maybe like 12 more kind of grunts like me, and then a few other, higher ranking people kind of overseeing the dig site. There's a Prothean thing in there, and I don't know anything about it, but
oh my god, this guy
anything Prothean is
secrets.
Anything Prothean draws a lot of attention, so they've been trying to figure out what it is. I don't know if they're trying to like get it open, or if they're trying to like figure out if it's like it's data storage. I don't know. Sometimes they find those like Prothean beacons, but I don't think this doesn't look like what I've heard those look like. So I don't know.
Can someone roll like a history or investigation check on this Prothean stuff? I don't have good stats for that.
I have I have a really good insight. I have
I'll take a crack at it if nobody else is volunteering.
7.
Just it's a little metagamey to ask for who's got the best stat to make the skill check.
True.
Oh, sorry.
True. Eventually, we will learn that about each other. But...
So I'm gonna say that Tork, since you asked, you're gonna make the check.
Oh damn it! I have a +0. Fucking bug.
Well, one other person can do it, but it won't be an advantage. It would just.
Or can someone help him?
For this one, I'll let everybody make a check, since everybody.
But can I help him and just give him advantage?
No need. Nat 20.
Yeah,
shit!
There you go. Okay, yeah. So Protheans. I mean, Tork. What you've picked up? What do you know about the Protheans? So the Protheans were the dominant species in the cycle before the current one, and where the cycles come in. This is now I think not part of like incredible. I don't know. It's tough to say. It's the Protheans were the species that the Reapers destroyed before they reemerged 300 years ago.
Gotcha.
I think is the best way to explain it. What we've learned about them since, because of some of the information that comes to light in the game series, is that they were one of many sentient spacefaring species of their time, but they were very like the Roman Empire. They conquered. They used their advanced technology to expand their empire, and basically gave other intelligent species the choice to either become Prothean or be destroyed. And so they would adopt Prothean cultural norms, Prothean technology, and they would forego whatever they had been, and they would be considered Prothean. So Prothean is actually a bit of an anomalous kind of term, because it can mean one of a number of different ancient alien species, of which there's very little record of, almost none, in fact, for anything that's specifically not like a Prothean of the original Prothean species. And the waters are a little muddied these days with revelations that came to light during the Reaper War. But Protheans for a very long time were attributed to have been kind of the creators of Mass Effect technology. It was thought for a very long time that they created the Citadel, which is an ancient. It's now it's defunct. It's no longer used. At the ancient space station that the old galactic government, sort of the Citadel Council, which is not like it wasn't a government that controlled everything, but it was more of like a United Nations. It was kind of a place for people to come and discuss their differences. They held their like council out of the Citadel, and the Citadel was the center of the mass relay network, and all of that was thought to have been created by the Protheans, but as it turns out, it was all actually constructs of the Reapers, and it was part of their plan of cycles to kind of harvest life and things like that. And as a veteran of the Reaper War, I think you have some perspective on that discovery, that revelation, because for thousands and thousands of years, the story was the Protheans created all this stuff, and then very clearly that was not the case, and it was not the case in a very, very extreme, like genocidal, even, in how incorrect that was. And Protheans, when people find Prothean stuff, regardless of the fact that it's now, I wouldn't say like common knowledge, but among people who have read about it, regardless of the fact that the Prothean technology was based on Reaper technology, Prothean finds, when people find Prothean artifacts, they're still very significant, and they're still really important, because they do possess the Protheans, as far as we're aware, apart from the Reapers, the Protheans are the most advanced species that we have record of. There's like conjecture historically that there might be some other older races that were more advanced, but there's not really any evidence of that. So I think for Nat 20, that's probably what you know, especially not being like proficient.
Yeah. So what I can say
is this Prothean tech might give us some more clues about the Reapers. I, for one, would like to investigate.
I would say that the Reapers are no more. They're dead.
We're after
dead
the
and
Reaper War.
They're dead and destroyed.
Yeah.
But yeah, just if it's from like a personal interest standpoint, sure. Yeah.
Well, Prothean technology still be worth in the millions, if not billions.
Yeah, it's still they're priceless finds when you find like Prothean data archives. They're the most valuable thing. They're more valuable than any mineral.
Okay. I want to see it for myself.
If we are to enter the excavation, are we going to tie up our captive? Should I leave Omega here to guard?
Jeremy, do you need to be tied up?
I mean,
Craig,
can
we trust you?
I mean, I don't think there's only like 2 other guys left out here. After all that, and he just like looks around at all the dead guys and all the blood and fire and smoke that's left over from the battle you guys just had. I mean, like, I might just try and like drive back to town, but
you won't be driving back to town, Jeremy.
Okay.
You can remove his communicator and let him run back to town.
What was that?
I just don't want to die. Really, that's all. I just don't want to get killed.
Then why'd you?
We can remove his communicator and let him run back to town.
My thought. Wait, in my head. So in my head to them, because I don't want him to hear this. I say, my thought process was a bit more creative in that the fact we could use him to get in, possibly. He may die, but.
How?
A false front, maybe a bit of a put him off the scent situation if we have him in our hands. Push him out in front of us, like the penguin tactic. We push him in, we see if the seals attack, and then we continue.
Ooh, we could say that maybe Jeremy captured all of us.
That puts us in a position of vulnerability.
I mean, frankly, I'm just one guy, and there's like 5.
You're one guy that's very willing to help us, yes, because otherwise you will die.
Yes, and I don't want that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Now continuing with my thought that was in my head, Jeremy.
I'm just trying to help. Sorry, jeez, okay.
Jeremy's no help to us. Let me kill him.
I don't think he necessarily deserves to die.
Tork,
he has given us good information.
Tork, in response to your threat, you see he points at that little like shed that's kind of parked by where the mechs are, where Pete came out.
Pistol Pete.
He points at the shed. There's like some weapons and stuff in there.
Now we're talking, Craig.
See, it's fascinating, Jeremy, that the more we talk to you, the more you reveal.
It's mostly standard issue stuff, so I don't know if it's going to be like, a huge for guys like you, but there's something.
Are we going to have to wait 10 more minutes and 2 more gun points to your face to find out where the extra mechs are?
There's as far as I know. I mean, there's you took one, both of them. It looks like. And there was one more inside, and that's as much as I know. I don't think they have any more. I haven't seen them bring any more
inside. So if we go into the guys that Alpha and Omega take over the mech, we bring in just some extra guns because why the fuck not? And Jeremy, y'all can decide what to do with Jeremy. I think he's been quite valuable. I don't think he deserves to die, but that's just me.
No, I don't think he deserves to die either.
It could go either way.
I'm not built like a hot dog, so I can't hear this conversation anyway.
We all have these little like eye-to-eye moments, and then we get to Alpha, and he's just
I'm just sitting there waiting.
Staring. Yeah.
Yeah, like at this point in time, I'll get up from the computer, and then I'll go through, shift back into my Varn form, and then go out the door where everybody else is.
Okay.
I was in the room.
Yep.
With Alpha, so I would have relayed what we were discussing.
Okay. Well, in that
but now you've come out to like actually have the convo. I say we approach this with precision and stealth as best we can. Jeremy probably does not aid us in the fact of being stealthy. A bit of a wild card, if you ask me.
So
but once again, I don't think we need to kill him. I think Alpha's idea of removing his communicator is quite well. Tork, you're a folk hero among your people.
So?
From an efficiency standpoint, that is ammo that could be used at ones that are currently shooting at us. From a more biological point of view, I do not believe this Jeremy gets paid well enough to be a hero.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, not wrong about that.
Jeremy, do you be
Jeremy,
your
do you have a
communicator?
family?
I mean, I'm not married or anything, but I have like parents and stuff.
You deserve one. Give this incredible
Thanks.
robot creature your
Communicator.
Yeah, sure. So you'd have to you deactivate it on his Omni tool, which he'll do right in front of you. Boop, 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 boop. Turn it off. Yeah, sure. No radio. I mean, not that like, for one, trying to radio into the glacier's been a problem, you know. So like the radio signals don't cut through. I don't know if it's the glacier or if it's like
Here comes Jeremy with more information.
the artifact or whatever. But you know, it's hard to like. We haven't been able to make good radio contact with people in the glacier. I don't know why, but you know, so it's hard to talk to them anyways. But yeah, it's off. It's off.
This is good to know. And also, quick question, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the only exit of the excavation?
As far as I know, I don't really go in. You know, I'm been stationed out here.
All right. Well,
I think you're on your way, Jeremy. When we get back to town, it would behoove you not to be there.
And next time you need a job, try one where you don't have to pick up a gun. It doesn't.
I mean, I don't know how much you guys know about the director, but I didn't really have a whole lot of a choice in this, I suppose. But yeah, sure, yeah, okay. Can I go now?
That's why we believe you don't deserve to die.
Can I go now?
Omega, stand down mode. Stand down.
Elleria does a little like tick with her gun, like finally.
And I just yell at him and I say, "Get out of here!"
He
I
runs
don't
away.
want you no more. Get on out of here.
He runs away. He's gone.
He's
Gone.
gone. Gone, not get.
Man, him and Pistol Pete are gonna have some stories to tell at the bar later tonight.
Yo, I want that side story. Pistol Pete and Jeremy.
That's our one shot.
Pistol Pete and Jeremy.
It's them just like sitting silently, just like shivering at the bar.
Wait, no, it's Pistol Pete, Jeremy, the guy that shit his pants, and we need one more.
It's the skull of the guy who shit his pants because he's dead. It's just the helmet on the bar.
Oh my god.
All right, so with Jeremy having kind of fled out of sight, you guys having regrouped. What's your next?
Before we get too deep into this, I have to pee so bad. So be right back.
Sure. Yeah. Take a.
It's probably not a bad plan, actually.
You know, I do too. I sent you a Facebook message.
I just saw it.
So.
I just saw it. There's not much I can do with it right now, but we can talk about it later.
Yeah. No. I had a thought that was relevant to the conversation that was happening. I had that thought a while ago.
Oh, sure.
And I just forgot to tell you. So then while that conversation was happening, I was like, oh, okay.
Sure.
So,
sure.
I just wanted to put that out there. So if it comes up, it didn't seem like I was just making it up to be convenient. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure what we're talking about anymore, but
it's okay. I know what I'm talking about.
No, I didn't notice anything weird. So
no, it hasn't happened. The thought I had has not come up yet. So
all
and
right.
it might not. But.
Well, it's like since I think I'm the only person here, hope everybody's having a good time tonight. I hope that everybody's enjoying the show. I hope the map stuff is working great for everyone. I am not able to watch the stream. I've got a little too much going on my computers here at home, so I don't have the stream pulled up. But I hope everything's going great for everybody. You know what? I'm gonna check it. You know what? I think now's a good time, right? Now's a good time to check it. If I'm gonna check it at any point, so everybody's gone and I don't have to worry about other stuff. Thanks, people, for watching, for hanging out with us.
Y'all see my Labyrinth shirt?
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Now it's my turn to go use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Do it.
Do we?
Just do it. Do it. Do it.
Song, y'all. Amanda, your stream anniversary's coming up here. Are you excited?
Ooh.
I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited.
What do you have planned?
We have we're doing a 12-hour stream. It's my first 12-hour stream. We have a full day planned. Starting at 10 goddamn a.m. We're starting with the first game that I ever streamed, which was Lion King Sega Genesis, like the Lion King game. We're gonna speed through that, which last time I did it on stream, albeit was a year ago, but it only took me 2.5 hours, so I'm hoping it takes about the same time or less. And then we'll be playing Among Us with a bunch of awesome people. Lasercat, Oz, Ickabar, great people. Then we're going to be playing Sea of Thieves, which is the pirate game, if anybody has played it, where you can just like get a party of 4 people and run a pirate ship. It's absolutely so fun.
Shove your friends into a cannon and fire them across the sea.
Fire them, put the birds in, whatever you want. It's super fun. And then after that, we're playing a new game for me streaming, but I cannot believe I had not heard of this game, for one, because, oh my God. It's called Devour, and you play up to 4 cult members, and you have to sacrifice these demon goats so that it's like a horde game. So each round that you sacrifice the demon goat, the demon in the game, this creepy ass lady, gets faster and scarier and can like get you.
Ooh.
And it's so jump scary and super fun. And then we're ending the night with Dream Daddy, which is a dad dating simulator game where my best friend and I, Flaming Femme, dress up and we are a dad looking for our dream daddy. And yeah, we're going to be playing that for like 2.5 hours because it's everybody's favorite. It's so fun. But the game was actually made by the Game Grumps. So it's like, I don't know, it's great.
Question for you, Tork. When you rolled your nat 20, I was going to ask you earlier, I forgot. Do you have a card or do you need one?
No, I need one.
Okay. I took a picture of one just in case. I'll send it to you. I just didn't know if you had it or not.
I need.
Oh yeah, and Pummel Party. Have y'all played Pummel Party?
No, we were talking about it last time.
Oh, it is like the best. It's like the poor man's Mario Party. It's so fun. There's a bunch of like weird meta references to other games and other like maps that are very similar where they're just named something. It's like when you go to the grocery store and there's cereal that's called like Crispy Rice.
Right.
Not Rice Krispie. That's what Pummel Party is, and it's brilliant.
All right. Well, now we're all back here. Let's jump back in, shall we? All right, so you guys, we'd left off with you guys kind of now standing out in the snow, middle of the night. You're standing under the white lights of the LMD camp. The ground around you is illuminated, but everything kind of beyond the perimeter of the camp is shrouded in darkness, difficult to see. It is snowing lightly, and around you in this snow are the bodies and the viscera and the blood of all of these LMD troopers that you've just dealt with. A few of them running away in terror to go hide or make their escape.
Remember, kids, don't eat the red snow.
You have acquired the LMD, like an LMD officer's badge key. You've acquired some digital documents that seem to be precisely what Wayland Gree, the Batarian and kind of head of the Smugglers Guild operation on Omara.
I realized I forgot to say something that might not seem important, but I grabbed that mug.
Oh, sure. Okay. Put it in your inventory.
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay, great.
But I forgot to say.
Yeah, it's fine. Now you guys seem to be preparing to step into the crack in the glacier that is the entrance to whatever dig site the LMD have buried under the ice, and the Prothean object, you're not even sure exactly what it is, that lies within. So how do you want to approach this?
Carefully.
Do we want to do this with a stealthy approach, or do we want to go in guns blazing? If you want to go in guns blazing, I'll bring that Ymir Rick with us.
I feel like we should at least try and stealth out the situation. If we get caught, then sure, let's make a plan for that. But while we have a moment...
Should we send the mech first?
Not very stealthy.
I don't know if there's a super stealthy way that we can approach one.
I can control the mech, but I am not the mech. I will not be able to see the mech or see what the mech sees.
I could try something very weird that is not guaranteed to help us at all, but could be fun.
Fun is always a good choice.
Well, so as you may or may not have heard in the past, I am an escort. I am hired by various companies to go to their places of work. I could just insist that I've been hired and get in, at least throw them off.
Did I get the name of the officer and commander for this place?
It was
Elena.
Yeah.
Commander Elena.
Thank you.
Interesting.
She's
I'm
in
saying
a
we could go in a way that I could say that you are my bodyguards, and because I'm a high escort, I'm a companion of sorts. It might get us in, but it is a story, and if it goes awry, we would need a plan.
I don't know. There's a part of me that feels like we can take them.
I don't doubt we can. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with being creative.
With the Asari's plan, you'll be able to get closer to them before they start firing Tork.
I can get behind that. I like close.
I'm saying I think if we do a plan of we stick close together with me in the lead and all of us kind of following behind to a point where we can quickly turn our backs to each other so that we are at least have an opportunity to fire from where we are if things go awry. But we could get a better vantage point of what's happening here. Or even if it goes well, maybe Commander Elena wants to see me.
I'm pretty sure a scout ran up there to look.
For information.
Just get her all hot and bothered.
For information.
Oh man, all the ass she's
science.
kicking.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a thought.
McGowan, what do you think?
Well, one of them managed to get into the tunnel. So they know we're coming, and they know that we mean business. So our stealthy options are to just sneak in and get the drop on them, or go in guns blazing.
DM, when we're looking at the outside, looking at the outside of this crevice, is it a situation where it's like, boom, fucking crevice, steep walls, nothing else? Or is it like, I could crawl up in there, get on a little, like video game style upper area if I rolled well enough to get vantage?
From the outside, so
yeah,
there's no, it's a crack more than it is a crevice. It doesn't go all the way to the top. It goes up like maybe 2/3, 3/4 of the way to the top, and it kind of tapers.
But does it tessellate at all on the walls where I could goat my way or Tomb Raider my way up?
It's pretty narrow. No, there's not it's not smooth, but there's not platforms or kind of shelves to climb up on. It's like kind of a straight tunnel, and well, not straight, but you can, looking inside, you can kind of tell that it bends around to the left, but it's pretty much just a straight corridor. It's probably 12, 15 feet wide. If they have a mech in, if they have a big construction mech in there would have had to have been big enough to at least get that inside. So it's not like it's not like squeezing in like sideways. You could be able to walk in, you know, like at least like 2 at a time. But you know, it's like pretty smooth, and the walls, the ice tapers as it gets up, so it kind of like is inverse over the path, you know, like a kind of like an A.
Fine.
So I say we go back to the plan where we send a mech in front of us and we just walk straight in.
I mean, I do think, that is one thing I wanted to mention, is that if this is the only way out, and that's our best guess at this point due to Jeremy's knowledge, is there a way that we could maybe bomb or booby trap this exit that we all will remember? But that way, if they were to try and just, you know, scurry out, there would at least be another plan.
There is a large number of civilian diggers within there. We'd also be blocking them in with us.
You're correct. All right, I didn't think about that.
Really
Just
good
so
point. I would have forgotten about that.
there's the ATV vehicles that were outside. Is the entrance to the cave big enough for one of those to go in and or maybe block that?
Yeah. I mean, if it's big enough to fit a Ymir mech, I would say you could probably. It might not be. It's maybe a little tighter squeeze for the truck, but you could at least try. It looks like you could at least drive it in maybe a little ways. Again, the sides aren't like even, you know, they're like smooth in the sense that they're like, it's glacial ice, but they're very like rough and uneven.
Enough talk, I'm going. I just start walking towards
Reminder too, the other thing that Jeremy pointed out, the shed might have some stuff that you could use in it.
Oh yeah, shit.
Oh, I forgot about the shed. Never mind.
Tork's like, screw this, I'm done waiting. So what about the shed? Oh yeah,
I left it out of my recap, and so I wanted to throw it in there to remind you.
I walk to the shed. Okay.
So with the key, it opens easy enough. This is where Pistol Pete came out of. So you enter and there's no one here.
Is he still in there?
No, he ran away. He ran down past
I was so ready to make him join our party. It's just a terrible NPC.
So in the shed, you see, kind of back behind a bunch of metal bars, and behind like a laser gate, there's like crates, and it looks like kind of weapon racks and stuff. You see some guns. You see what look like explosive crates.
I have a pretty high like electronics, and I have a hacking kit. Is there a way that I can look at the lasers and either perception or electronic, like see if they're easily disengageable?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. There's like a little terminal.
You can also probably try the officer's key.
There's a terminal at the desk. Try the officer's key. The officer's key is not going to work for this. It is rejected.
14.
Yeah, I see. Like you kind of look around, kind of mess around on the terminal next to it, and you do find controls to hack to like turn off the laser grid. It will require a passwords, which you don't think that you have.
Okay.
Try the officer's key, and it didn't work. So
can I try to go through and see if I can hack past the password?
Yeah, Alpha. It looks like we need a password. Do you have any idea how we might obtain that? Is there anything on the officer's card or whatever?
I can take a look.
I'm gonna go through. I'll try to hack, see if I can get further in past the password.
Go ahead and go for making an electronics check.
6.
It's not gonna be enough. It rejects it.
Can I try an electronics check?
You can, yes.
Oh, 23, baby.
Nice. Yeah, Alpha, for whatever reason, it's a little weird that he missed it, but you kind of like, no, here it is. Find it.
It's that shock from earlier. He like
he's
glitched a little bit.
He's like wary of computer terminals now. But yeah, you find it. You turn off the laser gate one little beam at a time. They kind of shut down, and you step inside, and looking around, everything's pretty clearly labeled. There's not a ton of stuff in here.
No.
It is a pretty small building. It looks like this is sort of like spare equipment for the on-duty guards, almost. But you do find 3 M15 Vindicators, which are the stock assault rifle of the LMD. So that's what they were shooting at you. They're like these very angular kind of rifles that, much like a lot of the mass weapons, they kind of collapse and compact in on themselves, so they're easier to store. These are like three round burst weapons. They're pretty commonplace. You find, kind of looking through the explosive crate, you find 4 Inferno grenades. So those are like napalm grenades. You throw those out and they explode, creating like an area of flame. You find a shotgun, an AT-12 Raider, 6 Omni-Gel canisters, and you find this is an armor mod. I think it'll take time to install, so you won't be able to use it right now. But you find 6 offhand ammo packs. So they're little ammo packs that go up on your bicep, with
Nice.
where you can store thermal clips. But it'll take an hour. It'll take a short rest to equip them. So you don't, unless you want to do that right now, you wouldn't be able to just slap them on there. You're in the middle of an
It's not
operation.
the worst idea.
They should allow you to carry 2 extra thermal clips, I think is what the limit on those are.
I will take the Omni Gel canisters unless anybody needs them.
I would split them with you.
Sure. So you take 3, I'll take 3.
The offhand ammo pack increases your thermal clip capacity by 2.
I could also use one of those, but we don't have to do that.
Yeah, there are 6 of them, so there's 1 for everybody plus a couple extra. Yeah, whoever's keeping track of the inventory, go ahead. I can repeat that stuff for you, but someone should be keeping track of this stuff. So you guys can decide who you want to be your inventory keeper.
Not it.
I've been keeping track of.
Yeah, we keep track of stuff that I have.
found. So I already have inventory from the officer, so I can just include all this stuff. So
Okay.
Like Ray
I will
doesn't carry anything more than she needs to.
I will send you I will copy paste the items,
that's pretty
McGowan,
cool.
so you can enter them later. But you've got them now.
Lovely, thank you.
While the biologicals are figuring out what they want from the weapons locker, I'm gonna go out to the Ymir that's in the better shape, the one with the drill.
Yep.
And hack back into that one.
Okay, easy enough. You've already done it once, so you don't have to roll for it again. You know how to bypass the subroutines and everything, so you're able to take control of it. It's a little damaged. You know, it did take like one big swing across the face, and it did. Here, let me actually give you the hit point total for this one. It is at 101 hit points, and its shields have not taken any damage.
This is a better.
So it did get smashed across the face, and it did get torched a little bit with the flamethrower, but it's definitely in better shape than your other one, which took a shit ton of damage from the drill. And yeah, this one, by the way, is equipped with the blowtorch and the drill instead of the claw.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yep. I have the print. I have the screenshot you sent me.
Yep.
Okay.
Just clarifying, so you've got the loadout.
Yep.
Correct and everything. I don't think there's anything else that's different about it. Just the hit point total. No shield damage. Everything else should be the same. Okay, so once you guys have kind of gone through everything, you make your way back towards the cave mouth of the glacier. And what's your marching order? Who's going in first?
I'll go first.
I
Tork?
want to be quiet, not me.
I'd be
Well-
happy to.
Tork, did you want to go in front of the mech or do you want to go behind the mech?
Behind the mech though.
Okay.
Okay, so mech first.
So I'll go behind Tork then, just to make sure I stay within range of the mech.
Okay. So mech, Tork,
Probably me then.
Alpha, McGowan, and then Rhea behind.
The screen share is black.
It is, because I have not pulled up a map yet, or at least I have not. We've not transitioned into the next map, so
Gotcha.
And
I'm holding it for just a moment longer.
DM, just so you are aware, I am putting the AT-12 Raider on my armor.
Does that just for your weapon slot?
Mhm.
Okay. Sure. Sounds good.
Oh, before we go in, I'm going to use one of my Omnigel canisters to heal myself with.
I would say, okay. I would say, while you're affixing your gun, McGowan, Tork, you see him attaching a really nice looking shotgun to like this attachment on the back of his armor.
Is there another one of those?
I say the
Oh, wait, never mind. That doesn't work
it's
away from me.
actually McGowan, you've picked up 2 shotguns, I think, right?
Yeah, I have another one.
Yeah.
Gotta spare one of those shotguns.
I mean, how familiar am I with guns? Like, if I look at...
I mean, you're super familiar with guns.
I figured, like, if I look at Tork's weapons, can I see, like...
Oh, he's got his hammer is his, like, is the pride and joy of his kit. Everything else looks pretty standard.
Okay, then I will I'll toss Tork the Raider and put the scimitar into my...
Okay. Yeah, so Tork, you can add an AT-12 Raider to your inventory.
Nice. This thing did quite a bit of damage to me. It must be all right.
That's the gun. That's the gun from the locker. That's not the gun from the officer. The officer has the other shotgun. He has the
scimitar.
Yeah, the scimitar.
Sorry, what's it called again?
It's an M12 scimitar.
No, he's talking about the gun.
Oh, it's AT-12 Raider.
Got it.
As I toss it to Tork, I just say, "You're welcome."
And so you've got recoil on that weapon, Tork. So that means you can use your strength or dexterity modifier when you're for attack and damage rolls.
Right.
Yeah. So look at all the abilities it has. Double tap is a good one to have. Hip fire is also pretty good. Two-handed is more like you can't use other weapons except for like omni weapons, because omni weapons take no hands to use. Okay, so you guys start to make your way down through the cavern. I assume with the mech, you're not really too concerned about going quietly.
No.
I would politely ask the mech to tiptoe.
It doesn't really tiptoe. It's kind of a big. It's like asking something with a diesel engine to be quiet. It doesn't really do it. Because even if it walks like tiptoey, it's just so freaking heavy that you can feel its steps, like the vibrations of its steps in the ground.
So instead of just being a thump thump, it's a
chung, chung, chung. Yeah, it's very noisy. It's a big, heavy piece of heavy machinery, and this one is also not optimized for combat. So anything that like may benefit it, that would benefit like the combat variant of this, is not really necessarily present.
One.
Yeah, I mean, like it still has like heavy armor plating and stuff, but that's mostly just because it makes it a little bit more durable. Okay, so you guys are moving down through the cavern here, mech in front, and what command are you giving the mech, Alpha?
At this point in time, just to continue walking to get the direction I'm guiding it.
Until until when? Like, what? How is it going to respond if something happens?
Well,
it's in front, so I just need to know like how you want it to behave.
Basically, continue walking until we see a biological.
Okay, so you make your way down about 70 feet through this gap in the ice. And now you should be able to see stuff, Steve, for the map.
What's up, son?
So
Map, son.
you guys, let me kind of coming down through. You guys are following behind the mech. The mech stops, and it kind of garbles out to you. Biological detected, multiple life forms.
Well, tell him to go out there and start soaking up bullets.
Are we just going to walk straight in, or are we going to look around the corner first?
Well, if you're asking me, it's walk straight in, but maybe you don't want to ask me.
Acknowledged.
I'm gonna have the mech just keep walking forward. Start walking
Okay.
towards the middle of the room.
I would like to hang back around this corner, like out of relative sight, maybe just like 15 feet back.
Okay. So as the mech starts to walk up, you hear of like the flanged kind of Turian voice come down from the hallway. So what happened to that mech? It looks damaged. Where's the pilot? And since you guys are following, it's kind of at that point that you come out from around, like you just as you hear them talk. Tork, Alpha, McGowan.
Oh my
You guys-
goodness.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I sneeze like that all the time, but I just don't sneeze this much.
Ray, you're kind of hanging back there.
Yes.
You guys see, I would say, Tork, since you're in the front, go ahead and make a perception check.
Before we get any further, I want to say that I have my shotgun.
Okay. Yep.
Equipped at this point.
Sounds good.
Perception check, you say?
Yes, sir. You see a Varen and a dude for sure with his tech armor up. Both of them taking kind of cover behind a big chunk of glacial ice.
15 on my perception.
15 on your perception check. So you see that. You see right around the corner another guy, and this you see all this with just a hair's breadth before shots are fired. So as you guys are stepping around into the corner, I need you all to roll initiative for me, please.
Sure.
Back to the battle. And go ahead and put your number into the Discord channel for the Mass Effect Aftermath initiative. So if you look on the in the Discord, it'll be all the way down at the bottom, and it should be the very top chat under Mass Effect Aftermath. And I'm going to roll some initiative here. So, oops, that's not the right dice. That's a D10.
Do you want me to roll for the Ymir, or do you want me to do it with the rest of my turn?
Roll separately for the medium, please.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, Ymir. Jesus.
It's a -2 to initiative.
This is a slow boy.
Damn.
He's a big boy.
Damn,
They're
boy!
real slow. They're real slow. Okay. Tork, McGowan, what are your dexterity scores? You guys tied.
Mine is 19.
Mine is not that high.
Okay, so McGowan's up first. How about Alpha and Rhea? Who's got the higher dex score there between the two of you?
14.
Me. Wait.
Your
15.
initiative 15. Okay, so Araya is up first then. Okay.
You have a 19 dexterity? Jesus.
I'm more dexterous than a
Yeah.
robot. Good for me.
Good for you. After you.
Okay, so I put on a playlist very quietly in the background because y'all had the Mass Effect like battle one. And it just got to Holding Out for a Hero, which is maybe the best battle music I can think of.
That's why they used it in Hercules. Didn't they?
I'm like, this is some montage music right now.
What? That's fine. Oh, it is kitty.
This one's Larry.
Hello, Larry.
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 Who's Larry?
Good, Larry. You're famous on the internet.
Larry looks like Gilda.
Who's Larry? I don't have the right window open. Larry.
Show Larry's face so that.
Come on, buddy. Show me your face.
Dude.
It's like, Dad, stop it.
Leave me alone.
I was sleeping. Everybody.
No pets
Yeah.
joined me in my stream session today.
In my wildest fantasy.
It's stuck in my head.
Somewhere. Raven with the thunder.
All right. So
rising.
first up is the Varen, which as soon as you guys come around the corner, begins chomping at the bit,
Great.
and is going to.
Fucking.
He's actually not doing. He's not going to be able to do anything because it's still being held onto the chain by the guy behind him there. So it's, for now, he's going to hold his action until a non-mech enemy enters the chamber. But you guys don't know that. So, McGowan, you're up next, and then it's Tork.
So it looks like. Can you zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to I'm trying to get like a good.
Yeah.
So I would say like that is what you're able to see right now.
I just want to move up, take cover behind that wall, and take a shot at the guy by that crate.
Just here.
Yeah. And this is still with my Typhoon.
Yeah. Okay. So move up, pop out.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Oh, and what does it do? 2d8.
He has his tech armor up, by the way.
I see you. I see what you're doing.
That's 18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, I had a wrong number written down. 1 second. You said 18.
Correct.
Okay, tech armor shields both drop, and you do see one of your rounds pierce through his shoulder.
All right. That will be my turn.
Okay, Tork, your turn.
I'm gonna use charge on the same guy.
You are not going to be able to like biotic charge through McGowan. You'll have to reposition.
I'll run ahead of him.
20 will get you right there.
Perfect.
And then then I would allow you to do it. Boom! Another biotic charge powers forward with a flash of blue purple biotic energy, and you shoulder charge into this guy. He's got to make a saving throw. That's going to be a 10.
Fail.
Okay, so he's knocked prone. Let me get my prone token. And go ahead and roll your damage for him.
It's just a D10, but you know.
But it'll get better as you get higher in level.
7 damage.
7 damage? Okay, give me just a second. Tries to get this stupid token in place. Hold on. Seven points of damage. Okay. He's still alive, but he's prone. You know, and you knock him just flat on his ass too. Like you just come up there and even though you're not punching him, you just like nail him with the shoulder, and he just hits the crate and falls onto the floor, kind of like gun still clutched in one hand, but he's like on his hands and knees.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, he's still kicking, but you know, he just got shot and he just got smashed, so he's not doing too great. Next up are the troopers. So that guy is going to use his 15 feet of his movement to stand up, and then he's going to shoot at you with his Vindicator, which uses disruption ammo. So if you're hit, if you take damage, if you get hit, you'll be primed with lightning until the end of the Legionnaire's next turn, or until the end of the Trooper's next turn. I think it's going to hit. That's a 17 plus 4, 21.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you're primed with lightning damage. I'll put a token on you in just a second, and then you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage.
You said 6.
It's 7. It's 7. I know what I said, dang it, and it was wrong.
Should have used a barrier tick.
Welcome back, Shide.
Should have moved these tokens. I should just move all of these tokens over. That's not him. And that's the wrong one. God dang it. I need to move these. Hang on. I'm trying to copy paste stuff and I should just move them all. Bear with me just one moment, folks. Just one moment. Just trying to move some stuff into position. Okay, so you're primed for
I've never had to
lightning
wait in
damage.
D&D before in my life.
Never.
God, I'm so sorry. And I keep putting it on the wrong person.
Fast-paced.
Out of
All right.
all the things I do, D&D is the one I wait around the least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That and filmmaking. I'm always doing stuff.
Other homies. So it's at this point, Tork, that you can see a couple other guys pop their heads out. One up here.
Great.
You see another one step out from behind cover up here. And another one step out of cover over here. And I need to put a...
Oh, wow.
tech armor on him. And they all have their tech armor activated. So homie behind the ice chunk, this guy here, he's actually going to use he's going to use a free action to let go of the Varan chain, so that will be able to move, and then he's going to fire another shot at you. And I think he's let's think, let me see. I'm going to roll because there's the big old mech behind you too, so
Okay.
so I'm going to roll for all 4 of those guys. First guy's going to shoot at you. Second guy's going to shoot at the mech. Third guy's going to shoot at the mech. Fourth guy's going to shoot at you. So I'll do the 2 guys that are attacking you first. So that's going to be this fellow and this fellow up here.
Got it.
First is going to miss with an 11. Second is going to also miss with a 14. So the two guys who are shooting at the mech, one's going to be a 23. This guy here. And then the other is going to be a 7, so that'll miss. So the mech just gets hit, and it's going to take 7 points of piercing damage, and it will also be primed for lightning damage. So I'm going to put that on him so we can see that. All right, and that's the end of the trooper's turn. It is Ray's turn.
I'm way in the back here.
Followed by Alpha and Omega. So you can't see anything from where you are, Ray, really, but you do hear the gunshots and you do hear the fight starting.
Yeah, no, I kind of want to use. So, can I ask, what are these little like propeller things on the ground? Are they radios?
Those are lights. They're lights, and those little boxes are generators that are accompanied with those lights.
Can you zoom the map out just a little bit, Mike?
Sure.
That works.
Yeah, I guess what I'd like to do is use my movement to kind of hug this wall and still stay out of sight, but maybe get up kind of behind where McGowan is, so I can maybe peek around and get a general idea of what's happening.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will get you right there.
I'd rather move the 25, 30, yeah, back there.
Okay, sure. It's going to be a little harder to see what's going on, but I will let you make a perception check as your action if you wanted to from that position.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not planning on shooting or anything this round, so I'd rather just make a perception assessment.
Yep, and it's an action just because there's a lot.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Plus 5, so 25.
25.
Do you fifth one tonight?
Do you have a
I mean,
card?
I'm a sniper. No, I don't.
Okay, I'll send you one. Yeah, so what you see in there, I'd say you see pretty much everything. I think the only guy that you physically would not be able to see, just
the
because
dude around the corner,
is this guy here. I think he's the only one that you're not able to see. And you're also not able to see the two laborers who are like cowering and like chained together, kind of back behind everybody. You're not able to see those, but Tork, you could see those guys.
Okay.
These two guys up here.
I see them.
Up at the top of those top center of the screen. Let me get my little.
Can we say because maybe because I got a nat 20 or whatever that like Tork was able to help relay that information to me or something?
Well,
so,
I just think with a nat 20 is it's like the best possible outcome, and you're it's not Tork's turn. He didn't communicate the information, and it's hard to like kind of go back and like retcon that. So I'd say that's what you're able to see. But on Tork's next
sense it. You just kind of know.
But on Tork's next turn, he could relay that information to you, or whoever sees them and has the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, I was just trying to spice up the 20. I wasn't. It doesn't need to be said. But yeah, no, I have more of an understanding now. I like bonus action. I guess I made sure my gun was loaded, so no, I'm good.
Okay. All right, it is Alpha and Omega's turn.
All right, so the mirror works on its own, so I will using the Ymir as partial cover. Okay. We're gonna go up behind it, and we will take. Yeah, we don't want to shoot Tork, so we will shoot around the Ymir and shoot at the Varin. Looks like that's within line of sight.
Yep, it's gonna get some cover, but yes.
Okay, yeah,
you can do that.
We'll shoot the Varin. So first off, we got Alpha, who's only got his M12 Logos left. 16, 18.
That'll hit.
And that's 3d4. 1, 5, 9.
9 points.
Yep.
Okay. It's not dead, but I mean, you just riddled it with bullets, and most of those shots that you hit are like shoulders and chest and head, so it's not dead, but it's pretty much done for. Like, it just as it starts to poke its head out,
it's okay. Well, is Omega able to see the guard that's to the northeast of Tork, or is it the Varin still really the only one we can see from our angle?
You mean this guy here?
Yes.
I would say you could see him.
Okay. Well, then in that case, our Omega will go through and take a shot at him.
Okay. Omega is going to have a hard time getting through.
Okay. Well, then we'll shoot the Varin. Like, I don't want to shoot Tork accidentally.
Well, I don't think Omega can shoot, because with McGowan, you and the mech all just across the hall there. There's not really anywhere for him to like get his shit in.
So would Alpha be able to use his movement to move up, shoot, and then move back so Omega can move up?
Let's see, how many feet did you move? You moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sure, I'll allow that. Yeah, just so we don't get a bottleneck, I think that's fine. So 5, 10, 15, 20 feet puts you there.
Yep.
Okay.
That should be able to work.
Okay.
And 16, does he get a bonus? Or wait, no, this is my spell DC, so that would be a 22.
And who are you shooting at again now? Sorry, I got a little confused with the positioning.
So this is the guard that's to the northeast of Tork, the one that you were shaking around.
Okay, yeah, the guy up here. Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I'm just sending Ray her card. Okay. And you said 8 points of damage?
I haven't rolled for that guy.
Okay, yep.
11.
To hit?
Or no, it rolled 20. It was 22 to hit.
Okay, yeah, so the 20 hits, 11 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's on fire.
His shields go down. His tech armor stays up, however.
Okay.
And you said he's on fire, so let me get a little flame, and I'll take fire damage each round.
Yep, 1d6 or an action to put it out.
Let me get like a little. Ah! He's on fire now.
And then Omega will use the rest of his move to scoot back, so that way the Ymir can keep moving forward.
Okay, so 20 puts you back.
Scoot back.
Yeah,
All right.
that'll work.
So then, speaking of, it is the Ymir's turn.
Okay, I will have them keep going in the direction towards the cover that Farron's at.
4, 6 gets him there. Is he going to dash?
Yes.
Okay, 2, 4, 6 puts him there.
That works.
God, I love that we brought the mech with us.
More like there.
Well, I was thinking of using him for cover in case there was a bottleneck we needed to get through, which is this scenario. So
yeah,
because he's big enough to provide partial cover, which is better than nothing.
Okay. Top of the round. It is the Varen's turn. It's pretty much dead. So let me just bleeding out. So let me
killed the Varen.
It's down to it's not quite. It's still not dead, but it's pretty much it's gonna go that way sooner or later. McGowan and then Tork.
So I am going to move up. I'm going to sort of keep pace with the mech.
Okay.
So I'm going to
5,
go
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll get you like there.
Yeah, I'm sort of using it as cover, and then I'm going to switch to my shotgun.
Okay, so action to switch weapons, right? Or for you, is it not because of your fancy schmancy stuff?
We talked about that. That's going to be something maybe later, but
For now, yes, still in action. Okay.
So, as I'm keeping pace with this mech, the heavy modification on the back of my armor sort of starts to unfold, and sort of similar to the way the guns sort of expand. A mechanical, like a 3-jointed mechanical arm comes out from McGowan's back holding the shotgun, and it puts the handle of the shotgun into his left hand. And he's just got his machine gun sort of in the crook of his right elbow. And it's sort of the mechanical arm swings around the right side of his body. So now I have my scimitar equipped.
Lit.
All right. You have a +2 to your armor class, by the way, since you're behind the mech. It is Tork's turn.
Shotgun time.
Hey.
I'm just gonna
Shoddy.
roll for my attack. Shoddy to the body.
Go for it.
Naturally it was an 18. Do I even need to add my bonus?
No.
Blam! Oh, it's double tap.
You're also, and don't forget you have hip fire too, so you don't have disadvantage for being so close.
going to. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got hip fire. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to forgo a bonus action in this turn to fire that again without an ability modifier.
Okay. And your heat will be down to 0 for that because it has a heat of 2, so you'll need to reload.
Second one was a 5, so just the first one will hit.
Okay.
And for damage, we're looking at. Oh, piss. 8 damage, unless this is the first time I've used a gun.
So you for that one, for the HE12, you can add your strength or your dex modifier to. You can choose because it's a big heavy gun, so you can use your strength to stabilize it rather than your dexterity to aim it.
That gets added to the damage roll?
Yep, you always add your modifier to attack and damage rolls.
Sick. 12 damage.
12 damage. Boom! You blow him away. You don't even aim the shotgun. You're just, classic shotgun hip fire. Just boom! And it just rips through his chest and his abdomen. And, you just leave this hole, a foot across.
Yeah,
just red,
Damn.
bloody, bones and shredded metal from his armor, and he just falls back into a growing pool of his own blood, just splatter everywhere.
Yeah, I see the mech advance, and then McGowan comes up behind him and mechanical arms himself a shotgun, and then I say shotgun time and just fucking blast this dude.
Shoddy.
Well, this is going well. What do you guys think?
He's dead. Any movement or anything else for you, Tork?
I'll move towards the fireman.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do you want to get in melee range?
Yeah, why not?
All right, just checking. All right, so 30 moves you up there. That's the end of your turn. It is the trooper's turn, so we will go with these two guys over on the left side here. They're both going to change their target to the mech, which is now bearing down on them. First shot's an 8, misses. Second is a 17, which will also miss. Harmlessly pinging off this thing's armor. The shields are barely even registering it. It's doing nothing. Now it's the guy that you're in melee or you're in close range with, Tork. So if he doesn't have a detonator, but he's going to shoot you with the Vindicator. Nonetheless, that's going to miss with an 11, and then the guy behind him is also going to shoot at you. That's a natural 1. So his gun overheats.
Hey!
And he'll have to spend an action next turn to reload.
These guys are so fucked.
It is then Ray's turn.
Okay. So the mech is still a bit in the way there. So what I'd like to do... Oh, I can't move my own character. Duh.
Why am I not moving?
I've done it so many times. You're over here.
I know. I'm like,
trying to drag
click.
stuff.
I would like to go up, by the yellow A37 unit there. One more towards the mech, so that I can shoot the one on fire.
Okay. Yep. Over Tork's shoulder.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at that one. It doesn't hurt Tork, but it doesn't hit.
No, that's why it misses. You're trying not to hit Tork. He just kind of runs up and almost blocks your shot, and you kind of have to kind of pull your shot a little bit.
He does one of those I go duck, and he goes what? He turns around instead of ducking, and I'm like fuck.
Here, I got you.
He's caught up in the battle.
So I use my, Is it an action or a bonus action to reload?
It's a bonus action for now, but that's another thing that I may have to reassess because I found an item that makes that possible. So we'll see what happens. But for now,
Okay, I would like to not move anymore or anything, but use my bonus action to then reload my gun.
Yep. You check the thermal clip. It starts to melt a little pool of ice onto the ground. You slam another one in there, ready to go.
I go, you owe me one, Tork.
Alpha Omega, you're up.
All right, so we will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You know, we'll start running. We'll run around. Or would we be able to fit between McGowan, the mech, and that wall? Or are they too close?
I think you can fit there. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so basically we will run around them and start heading towards the back side of the cover of that ice block. In feet and bipedal, it's 40.
Or quadrupedal, it's 40.
Or quadrupedal, yeah, and bipedal is 30.
Sorry, are you bipedal still, or are you quadrupedal?
Oh no, that was just for the computer and shift back.
Right.
Like that's only when I need fingers.
All right, so yeah, you'll be able to get one space behind because you're one space behind already. So
okay,
right there, or I guess you could go there, depending on which one you prefer.
No, either one will be fine.
All right, sounds good. Anything else for you? Well, I guess you got an action and a bonus action yet, so.
Yep.
I
So,
hope so.
For the action on both, we will go through and we'll take a shot at is that an engineer or is that just another icon for a soldier in the furthest northeast?
These guys?
Yeah, those two.
Those are the civvies. Those are the laborers who are like they're like not kneeling or like like crying or anything, but they're like kind of backs to the wall, like making themselves small targets.
Okay. So would we be able to shoot at the guard that's right next to Tork without hitting Tork, or is he too close?
Yeah. Rhea was able to shoot at him, and she's just enough off to the side to be able to get a shot. So I think you definitely would be able to.
Then we'll shoot at him. Well, Alpha shoot first.
I think I'll allow it. I was gonna say maybe the mech might be in the way, but meh.
Well, we could say the mech's in the way of Alpha, but Omega could shoot.
Yeah, that works for me. That works for me.
So we'll say Omega shoots. And we're looking at 11 plus 6, 17.
17 will hit for sure. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the 2d10. That's fine. And 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay, that takes down his tech armor. The orange kind of hard light constructs around his chest and shoulders just shatters and vanishes. How much damage was it? Sorry, just totally
9.
9. Okay, so that means we were at. Okay, yeah, and one of your other rounds hits him as well, and you can see kind of blood starting to show from the wound.
Well, that one was Omega, so it just hit him hard enough to broke through the armor.
Sure.
And punched him in the face.
Okay.
He's on fire, which he's already on fire. That's it.
Oh, he forgot to take fire damage.
1d6.
1d6. How much?
2.
2. Okay. He's a bit torn right now. He's got a Krogan staring him down. He just blew a hole through his buddy. He's on fire. His defenses are going down. He's a little flustered. Anything else?
Actually, from that angle, I mean, is that Varn dead or is it almost dead?
It's like on its side on the ground, like in its last moments.
Could is Alpha at an angle where he can just put it out of his misery?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right.
And since like normally you would normally get disadvantage. If you're shooting it, you have disadvantage technically, but it's so close to being dead, I don't really care. So just go for it.
Oh yeah.
Normally, if you're shooting at like a prone target, it's a disadvantage because it's lying flat on the ground. But
fair. 16.
16, yeah, that'll do it. He's at 1 hit
2.
point.
Okay, then yeah.
You don't even have to roll for damage.
Do a minimum of 3.
Yeah, he's toast.
Okay, and that's it for me.
Okay, it's the Ymir mech then.
He will continue to move up north. Actually, yeah, because there's two guys in there. Yeah, he'll continue moving north.
Okay, how far? 2, 4, 6 gets him there.
You know what? Let's just go ahead and move. Let's go ahead and have him dash the extra 6, so he gets closer to those other two.
Yeah, so he's about right there, and he'd be in melee with both of those guys.
That's fine. I mean, he's basically blocking shots for either one of them.
Yeah,
So that was a goal.
Yeah, he just stomps on the dead Varen as it moves into position. All right, back to the top of the round. It is McGowan's turn, followed by Tork.
So, with the Ymir mech there, if I was to continue following, would I be able to shoot at either of those troopers?
I would say that since you're using the Ymir mech as cover and not just like having it in front of you obstructing your vision, yes, I would allow that. Because you're like, so you're following like right behind it. So
yeah, that's what I want to do.
5, 10, 15, 20 puts you right behind it there.
Right, and then I want to shoot at the closest one to me.
Okay, this guy here.
And I'm gonna use double tap, so I get 2 shots. That's a 16 and a 25.
Those will both hit. For double tap, you don't add your modifiers. I think it's just a straight roll.
The second roll was a 19 then.
Oh, sure. Well, still hits. Let me double check because the Vindicator has double tap, so I can.
No, you are right. I just forgot.
Okay.
So the first shot is going to do 13 damage.
13 damage. Shields drop. Tech armor does not quite go, but it's looking really, really battered. Cracking, flickering in and out. It doesn't have much left.
Do I add the modifiers to the damage on the second shot? Okay.
No, I don't think you add your modifiers at all for double tap.
Okay, yeah. So then unless
it's negative.
You do not add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack. So you do add it to the hit roll, but not to damage.
Yeah. So okay, then the second shot only does 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. Well, the tech armor goes, and he takes a little bit of damage to his person. You can see again kind of some of the shrapnel buckshot from your shotgun.
Cool.
Kind of punch through some of the weak spots on his armor.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Don't laugh.
Anything else for you, McGowan? All right, Tork, you're up.
Is it a whole action to reload?
It's for what we've been saying is it's a bonus action to reload. I think for the next session we're going to have to change it because there's a mod that makes it so that you can reload as a bonus action. And if we make reloading a bonus action standard, it makes that item completely useless.
Could we contemplate something like if I want to reload, maybe it would take up my movement? But I would still
no, that unbalances D&D too much. D&D 5e is not really built for that kind of stuff. Pathfinder does that, but D&D 5e isn't really built for it, so we're not going to do that. Because we just have to keep the game balance in mind for some of these decisions, and I think some of this stuff will unbalance it a little too much.
What about weapon switching? Does that take a whole action too?
Weapon switching is an action like it is in standard 5e. Yep.
Man,
well, but for now, dude, you can use a bonus action to reload because that's what we started the session with. I'm not going to change it mid-session.
Okay, bonus action to reload.
Yep. So for now, we're going to leave it, but it might change. So.
Okay, yeah, I do feel that this is OP because I want to blizz ass this dude.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty powerful when you get to, like,
Blasted.
when you get good weapons, it becomes very, very powerful.
I don't know. I could totally see Tork just taking a shotgun, flipping it around so he's holding it by the barrel and just cracking it across the head.
Yeah.
Improvised weapon. I mean, you could. It would technically be an improvised weapon.
I think there are rules for hitting people with your gun in this.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I haven't seen any. There's weapon mods that let you make melee attacks with your. You can get like an Omni tool bayonet for your guns and stuff.
I thought I saw some.
All right, anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah. So go. What's your plan here, Tork? Bonus action, reload, and then shooting again. Action.
Double tap.
Okay. Oh no, you can't do double tap because you used your bonus action to reload. So you can just do an action to shoot once.
Oh, does that count as a bonus action?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to double tap. Yep.
That's crazy. I'll just do one then.
And subtract a thermal clip too, since you reloaded.
Oh yes.
And if you didn't do that before, Rhea, you should do it as well.
Crack a thermal.
Yep. Subtract every time you reload. Get rid of a thermal clip.
23 to hit.
That'll hit for sure. Yeah.
Blam! That's 2d8 for damage. 10 damage plus 4 is fucking 14, son.
It's another one that you just blow away.
I like this thing.
Blah, he's dead.
He's sideways, that's how you know.
Well, he's gonna, I'm gonna do some more stuff. We're just trying to make it a little more visually obvious to like make things a little bit more distinct for the viewers at home.
I love it.
So it's a little more clear when I'm zoomed out what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end of him. End of your turn as well, then, Tork.
Well, I might use some movement to get around back behind this rock here.
Oh, sure. Like right there.
As long as I'm not visible then from that guy that's right there.
Yeah, I would say that's good enough. Yep. And then you're also no longer primed, and neither is our mech friend.
I also didn't take any damage between my last turn and now, so my shields are back at max.
Ooh, or you get 5 back. You get whatever your regen says.
What?
Your regen value is how much you get per turn.
Yeah, they don't come back completely. You get a certain amount back per round. You don't take damage. And it's and default without mods or anything is 5 for everybody. So,
Where's my armor at?
yeah, that's what that regen figure is for armor. Okay, I think that's it. Tork's turn. It would be the trooper's turn next. So the dude that just you shot at, McGowan, he's gonna like do a kind of a tactical retreat. 5. He's going to use his action to disengage so that the mech can't attack him. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Homie up by the generator is also going to take a few steps back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to hop over, get behind cover. And then he's going to shoot at the mech. That's going to be a. Let's see here.
18.
Well, it's an 18 plus 4, I believe. Yeah, 18 plus 4, so that's a 22. And then he's gonna use his bonus action double tap to shoot again without the modifier on the damage. Oh, sorry, this isn't the guy with double tap. Not the right gun. My bad. So it hits. The one shot hits, and then he's gonna deal. Come back here, dice. He's gonna deal 7 points of piercing damage to the mech's shields.
All right, so it takes us down to 43.
Okay, then it's the other guy. What is he gonna do? He's gonna start falling back too. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. He's going to use his action to dash and get behind cover there. And that is the end of their turn. You guys can kind of hear, as they're falling back, kind of one of them on the radio. We've got hostiles coming into the front. Get ready. That's the end of their turn. We're going to get to the end of this initiative order and call it a night because we're about 10 o'clock right now. So it's getting to a good spot to end.
Combat game is so fun.
We'll see what happens. Maybe you guys will take out enough of them and we'll just finish up this little combat. That would actually be a better place to stop on, in all honesty. So Ray, it's your turn. And then Alpha and Omega. Ray, you might be muted.
I don't think I am.
Oh, I couldn't hear or see what was going on, so I wasn't sure.
Horde. Fuck.
How far of a range do you have with your sniper?
I mean, I have enough range to hit them. It's just about one, the angle, and two, we got three of them that are.
From where you are, I would say you would have a straight line of sight on the guy at the very back up by the other crate.
Yeah.
I would say.
And I already counted, like I can hit him.
Yeah, I would say you would, if you like, especially if you just shifted over one like there, straight shot. He will have a slight bonus to his armor class, but you would be able to see him and shoot at him.
Okay. I'm gonna go for that then.
Okay.
Just pull a really fucking cool shot out. Come on, Raya. Come on. Oh, okay. 13.
13.
Is that with your bonus?
With his.
Yes.
With his plus. No, unfortunately it's not going to do it. Ping! Pings off the crate.
He peeks around. Oh shit!
I mean, I guess I'll use the rest of my movement to just kind of move up, like I guess near this bigger rock in the center.
Yeah, 25 feet would get you
30 feet total.
Yeah, so 30 feet, that'll put you like, if you want to get behind it with like an out of line of sight there.
Yeah, like there.
That's the spot to be in. Okay, sounds good to me. Next up is Alpha and Omega.
Okay. So Alpha and Omega both will end up moving to the left side of that ice rock, taking a shot at the guard that's closer, and then peeking back behind the rock.
Okay, so like 15 feet will be there, and I'd say you both have a line of sight. Or sorry, 20 feet, and you'd both have a line of sight.
Okay, and then they'll both take a shot, and then use the rest of the movement to go behind the rock.
And then which guy you're shooting at? This dude here out in the open.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll go for the closest. Or, actually no, because we have. No, yeah, we'll do that. Let's shoot at the closest guy.
Okay.
I'm not as good of a shot as everybody else.
Sounds good.
All right, so 16 for Alpha.
That'll hit.
And then 15 for Omega.
15 for Omega. Sorry, hang on. I'm looking at something. I did some weird math here.
Sure.
But those will both hit.
So 4, and 4. So 12 points of damage from Alpha's M12.
Okay.
And then for the Incinerate from Omega, looking at 15.
Yeah, he's dead. Between the gunshots and the Incinerate, he falls back, just peppered with shots.
Classic death.
Okay, yeah, he's dead.
And then they'll use the remaining movement to go take cover behind that rock.
Okay, and then just. All right. It's the laborers. They are still just stuck. They're kind of tied up in chains. There's not a whole lot they can do. It's then the Ymir mech.
He will dash forward towards the one that's behind the rock cover.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Yep, that works.
All right. Okay, yeah, we're so close. There's 2 guys left in this room. Let's finish up this room. So we'll come back to the top with McGowan, and then I'm sure this will be the end of things. I would hope so.
All right. So continuing the trend, I'm going to move up using the Ymir as cover. And then once I get to
25 there.
30 feet. And then I'm going to use a combat power that I forgot I had.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude, you got those. Don't forget about them.
I totally did. So I'm going to use...
You also have guidance.
Yeah, I haven't needed the guidance yet, though. So I'm going to use Havoc Strike, which is a cantrip of mine.
Ooh.
So I use a propulsion jet built into my leg armor to spring to a location within 20 feet and strike the ground with violent
10,
force.
15.
Nice.
McGowan just like he takes a couple strides forward and like kind of like uses one step to push himself up off the ground as these like little tiny jump jets just kind of give him a bit of a boost. They're not very sustained. They're not like a jetpack. He can't like fly, but he jumps up, kind of leaps over and lands next to this guy and just goes for a swing.
No, so as I land, he has to make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
That's a fail. That's a 7.
Okay, so then I do 2d8 thunder damage.
Whoa.
Nice.
Damn. We are ponying these noobs.
So that's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Shields drop. Tech armor stays. You said 10 points? 9?
9 points, yeah.
Okay, tech armor drops, or sorry, the shields drop. Tech armor does stay up. Anything else?
No, because that is my action. That is one of my attacks.
Hey, you got around him. He doesn't have cover from you anymore, so that was pretty fucking rad. Tork. Sorry, McGowan just finished as it's Tork's turn now.
Meh.
Get him.
So Tork is gonna step out from around the corner and move as far towards the guy behind the other A37 crate.
There's 30 feet right there.
I can still see him, right?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna hold my Omni tool up next to my arm, and I'm gonna take aim at him and cast Lance.
Well, biotics are not powered by the Omni tool. Biotics are a natural born ability. So you are channeling with Krogan. Krogan do have biotics, but they're very rare. So the fact that you can even do this at all is pretty exceptional.
Hell yeah.
For your people. So and a lot of Krogan biotics become like battle masters and shamans and stuff. They become pretty like notable figures within Krogan society.
I'm on that path, bro.
Folk heroes.
So you just channel this innate power and throw a biotic javelin at this dude. It's an attack roll, isn't it?
And you can call that a 23.
That will hit for sure.
Ow!
3d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Dang.
That's insane. I gotta use this more.
Yeah, dude, you got all them powers. Charge is a sweet cantrip, but don't forget your spell slots.
Unbelievable. I rolled 2 1s and an 8. So
let's see.
15 damage total. With my
15 damage.
Shields
and tech armor drop, but otherwise, he is unharmed, but all of his defenses are down.
God, he should have died. Fuck.
So it's
15 damage is still nothing to scoff at.
Right. No, sorry, that's the wrong. No, sorry, I was getting my guys mixed up. You were hitting the right guy. I thought you were hitting the wrong guy, or I was doing the number wrong. Everything's fine. No need to worry.
All right.
The troopers are up next. So the one that you're fighting with, McGowan, is going to try and hit you. with a Vindicator, just trying to take a point-blank shot, disadvantage. Lowest roll is a 14 with the modifier, so that'll miss. Yeah, it's too close. You know, he's kind of like firing almost in response as you slam down onto the ground next to him. The other guy just got hit by Tork, but I think he's still going to shoot at you because you're the easiest target, and you're just right there. So he's going to do the same thing. That's going to be a 23.
I'll hit.
And you're going to take 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that all goes to my shields.
Oh, that's right.
But that's the end of their turn. Ray, you're up.
I'm just gonna step back around the rock and try the same thing.
Sure. Doop, right there.
Shoot him in the face.
I'm trying.
Oh, sorry, hang on. I have to
Apparently
get
suck.
both of these guys have lost their tech armor, so give me just I gotta get rid of this real quick.
Okay. 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Yes, thank God. 14 points of damage and a con saving throw.
14 points of damage and a con saving throw. Okay, well, you take him down. He's not dead, but like you see him do that thing where your round goes through him. He falls on his back and he's kind of just like laying there incapacitated, barely alive. And the saving throw is going to fail with a 9.
Yep.
So yeah, he's not dead, but he's incapacitated. He's no longer a threat. Anything else for you, Ray?
He's writing a note to his fam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna step up like 2 more spaces, but still kind of like near the rock. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Alpha Omega, you're up.
We'll hop around the cover and we'll take shots at the one fighting McGowan.
How far you want to move up?
Well, considering there's only one left, we can move all the way up.
15, 20,
full range.
25, 30, 35, 40.
That works.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, and you'll both have line of sight. He will have a slight boost to his armor class, but you definitely you still can hit him.
All right, Alpha first. 16 to 18.
That'll hit.
All right, then Omega. That's a nat 1.
So yeah, that'll miss. He doesn't have a gun, does he? What does he use to shoot? Okay.
He uses my free cantrip.
Oh, was he? Okay, so sure, no.
We can just say he overheated and he can't shoot next round or something.
Yeah, it just like malfunctions. And this doesn't work. Nah, it's fine. I just with the guns, it makes a certain amount of sense. Like it's especially like, going back to Mass Effect 1, where if you shoot too much, the gun will overheat and stuff. So.
4, 6, and 8. 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Okay, it's not enough to take him down. Oh, he did still have tech armor left. So, you said 8 points total?
Correct.
Okay, so his tech armor goes down, and he takes a couple of hits. He's still up, but no defenses. No defenses remaining.
So does the Ymir wreck be able to reach him enough to punch him with the drill?
Yes. And that's Ymir's up next. So Ymir's standing up over the top of him. Go ahead and make your attack roll with the drill. The drill starts to spin up, and it's like a big daddy drill almost. But
we're gonna go
Bioshock instead of having like spiral, like a spiral blade, it's like a bunch of like diamond blades that are kind of like almost like saw teeth. It's for like boring holes and it's for mining and drilling and stuff. Yeah.
So 18.
18, that'll hit for sure. Drill winds up, comes in at him. He's not even looking. He's looking at McGowan.
Oh man. This is okay, so we're looking at 6 times 4, 24, 32 points of damage.
Yeah, drill.
Oh my god.
I mean, the drill.
Wow.
McGowan, you're standing
wow.
there. You see the mech walking up behind, and the drill just punches through his chest and lifts him up off the ground with the momentum of it before the drill just lowers, and the guy like slumps onto the ground. There's an actual hole in his chest, like about yay across, where the tip comes out.
Steps backwards, just getting out of the.
I mean,
splash zone.
Wow.
Would the
To quote the Krogan, that is how you do it.
That is how you do
it. Speaking of, now with everybody in here down or incapacitated, there are these two workers, both in kind of plain yellow jumpsuits. They're linked together by like kind of an Omni tool, kind of hard light sort of construct. They both are have been kind of using their it looks like they've got modded Omni tools that they've been using to kind of like dig mining and digging and looking for stuff, more like excavating, sort of like the fine tools that archaeologists use so they don't damage stuff, kind of doing that, like melting the ice away and things. And they're kind of looking at you guys like, are these guys here to help us? Are they here to kill us? What's going on? Because they just kind of came through here and wrecked shop. But we will find out how that interaction goes and what your next steps are in a couple of weeks' time, because we're going to call it a night there. That was good, guys. Good.
That was fun.
That was great.
Really fun session. Thanks everyone who stuck around and watched.
Yeah, seriously, lots of combat. I know that like combat heavy sessions are not necessarily everybody's cup of tea, but thank you for sticking around and watching stuff and getting to kind of start to really explore these characters. It feels like this session. It feels like this session everybody kind of came with their head in a little bit more of like a focused place than last time. It was crazy, and it seems like people are kind of start learning their character sheets and stuff. So that's all great.
There was a lot of really hyper concentrated Tork action.
There was. But then we may have a couple of rules modified for next time, because it seems like the more I commit things to memory, the more stuff I'm remembering is like.
Now
Lucy, we'll figure it out. We may have some changes to the rules next time, but beyond that, everything was great.
Now that Alpha and Omega taking the mech in here and getting the final kill with the fucking drill.
That was sweet.
So sick. Those guys are playing in full swing. Nice. But,
yeah.
We also learned about Ray's job tonight.
Yeah. I'm a call girl. Oops, did that slip out?
Watch your mouth.
Escort. She escorts them all the way to hell.
Yep.
To which Tork says,
I've never had to pay for it.
Not after the genophage was cured. Anyways, well, unless anybody's got special stuff they want to plug.
Streamiversary!
Streamiversary!
If y'all are bored or want to have some fun or hang out with some cool peeps, this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. we will be gaming all fucking day. People are invited to come in as well for some of the games that we have extra spots for, like Among Us and Pummel and all that good stuff. So come check it out. My name's Red Herring.
And I, of course, am always doing drone stuff over on my channel on YouTube, Bad Luck FPV. We also, me and a couple of buddies of mine, just made a TV show all about drones called Prop Gear TV. If you want to see what a freestyle drone does, check that shit out.
Nice.
That's nice.
Very nice.
Alrighty then. Well, we'll be back in a couple of weeks, folks. We'll see how this exploration of the excavation keeps going here. What other things the group might find. What other enemies they'll encounter. And in the meantime, have a good couple of weeks. And we'll see you soon. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.